And he's a gnome, right? So possibly a badger as well.
Possibly.
Yes.
All right, we are live and on the air.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tomb of Annihilation on the Dances with Kobolds Twitch stream. My name is Patrick, and I will be your GM for tonight. Joining me are...
I'm Lauren. I'll be playing Baka, the turtle not life cleric, but nature cleric.
I'm Tara. I'm playing Walker Bow, the Tabaxi rogue who likes long walks, catnip, and playing Where the Heck Did I Wake Up This Morning?
I'm Andy playing Thorn, a Tabaxi paladin.
My name is Chris. I'm playing Hollis, the rock and roll rock gnome bard, who, aside from being a mediocre dinosaur racer, is also a inveterate haggler, as we've discovered.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Winthrop Q. Rutherford, Explorer Extraordinaire, and I'll be a ranger this evening.
And I'm Stephanie. I will be playing Beatrix Caspian Rutherford, a warrior extraordinaire and wife of Winthrop.
And last but not least, my name is Nabil, and I'll be playing the turtle monk who is on his way to discover alcoholism that would teach him the way of the drunken fist. Because why not?
And in our last episode, this merry band discovered the joys of job interviews. They battled museum administrators. They sparred with job applicants, negotiated with a forger, and survived a very passive-aggressive family dinner. So where they are currently is they have just awoken on day 3 in Port Nyanzaru. They are there because Syndra Sylvain hired you to find the cause of the death curse. She has about 80 days left to live and needs you to find the soul monger. You were introduced to her friend Wakanga Otamu, who had you clear out a smuggling ring. Then he sent you to the daily games where you acquired a gem, which he has asked you to bring to Father Zitembe at the Temple of Savras, which you have done. He is currently scrying to try and attempt to find a location of the soulmonger here in Chult. Winthrop's father, who you found is dying of the death curse, also suggested you travel down to Kir Sabal, as the Arakokra there can supposedly grant the power of flight. The guest that you met at Winthrop's father's house, Volo Godard, backed this assertion once you purchased his book from him.
Yeah, I regret that. That was a waste of money.
Oh, but dear, it's signed.
And you can use that book anytime you run into a creature or an item, and I can read you the description from Volo's Guide to Monsters.
So can I flip through it while we're playing?
Yes, you can't get you can't look at the stats, but any of the background to any of the creatures you can certainly look at.
Yeah, but I'd have to go upstairs, I think. I don't know where the book is, so you're safe.
Winthrop's father, Warrington, also told you that he sent out an exploratory party under the yellow banner of the museum 2 days ago, guided by the Tortle Chie, and they have not been heard from. Baka awoke yesterday morning to find a Utepka Society iron token on his pillow. At breakfast, you'd been approached by the bookie, Mobula Utkulu, whom you found out is Winthrop's mother's bookie. She is a Harper agent, and she enlisted you to race in the secret third race at the Nanubusu Haka, the Great King's War Dance, which is taking place today. And she let you know that over the last few weeks, first-time racers who've signed up using aliases have been mysteriously winning races, screwing over both bettors and bookies, and then disappearing. Dinosaurs have then been dying. So she's invited you into the VIP area on the stand to mingle, see what you can learn prior to your race. And this will be taking place at the gate right down by the Tiriki anchorage starting point of the first 2 races, and then your secret surprise 3rd race will be unveiled to the crowd. And along with this, Beatrix was asked by Alistair Bowl, the obese Order of the Gauntlet contact in Port Nyanzaru, to place a 5 gold piece bet on his favorite dinosaur, Mountain Thunder, as it will be this honker's last race. And Beatrix can keep any winnings. Alistair just wants the betting slip. Normally he would go, but he's come down with a case of it's just too damn hot outside. You spent the rest of your day yesterday interviewing guides from tallest to shortest, and you ended up hiring Eku to take you down to Kirsabal. Upon Volo's advice, you then went to the Black Market in Maller's Throat to acquire a forged Charter of Exploration from Pockmark Poe. This saved you days of travel up to Fort Beleriand to get a real one. And you then went back to Winthrop's house for dinner and a rest, and you have awoken to a city festooned with banners and feeling even more festive than usual. There are people lining the streets. You can already hear some type of horns or vuvuzelas blaring and making noise. And the other thing you realize is just how humid it is today. You guys, have cleaned and washed and done all your morning ablutions, but as soon as you step outside, you are just covered in water and moisture again as it is condensing on top of you.
Ugh, and my hair.
I'm mainly just panting.
And I look fresh and fine in the heat.
Yeah, the 2 cats are just like panting.
I think I'm cold-blooded.
Baxies.
All it takes off is
I'm a
suit
turtle.
jacket.
Before we go out in the morning, Rutherford will, I guess, offer everyone clothes from the family store that's, light and airy.
I already have a couple.
I'm only wearing a kilt, so...
Yeah, keep doing that, please.
So you're plenty cool.
A utility kilt?
Well, I have a kilt, I have a backpack, like... I've got a belt that has spots for my potions.
Please tell me it's weighted down. I really don't want a strong breeze to blow up.
It goes well past the knee.
Okay.
And weighted has lead weights around the perimeter.
Yeah, just nothing too heavy, just enough so that, if a stiff breeze comes along, nothing's gonna, go flying.
A true Scotsman.
I'm not sure how turtle genitalia works, so I'm not even going to touch that.
Maybe we can have a presentation next time.
Yeah, let's not say we did.
It's inside.
Oh,
And with that, you guys have been wandering back through the Grand Market. You've gone down to the lower street level again, and you guys make your way to the gate at Tariki Anchorage. And the sounds and smells of the city are even more enhanced this morning. There's such a crowd gathering that just even the smell of sweat and sort of sewage is just pushing out everywhere. This town feels absolutely crammed and jammed full right now. And you feel like, a good storm needs to come in and clear this away, but everybody is in an absolutely festive and jubilant mood. And as you make your way closer to the gate, you can see that there are giant illusory dinosaurs and light displays and what almost look like fireworks, but it's all clearly some sort of magical spectacle going on above the crowd. And as you make your way towards the VIP area, coming down the steps, you see this short, dark-skinned Chultan woman that you recognize as Mobula. And her beady eyes smile up at you as she reaches back her wire-thin curls, which cross her balding head, and a rich purple sash over the loose layers of vibrant yellows and oranges denotes her place as one of the Port Nyanzaru bookies. And she sees you and her eyes light up and she smiles and just says, "You look fine this morning. You come see me. Come closer. And, you look like them mob de owls," said me. "Now you come. and you climb the stairs, and the climb seems to take forever behind her, but she gives you plenty of time to piece together, but not quite place her dialect. And over the crowd, she gives you a couple of the basic things you'll need to know for the day. And just that, again, she has, helped secure you an entry into the third race. There are going to be the 2 races before you, and you can place bets, or you can just watch the races from up here. And as you get to the top of the stairs, you can see that in this area, it's clearly more of the wealthier people, and they have, servants who are waving palm fronds to cool them down. There are cool drinks. There are some type of apparatus that are setting up that are firing off light mists of water, and just in a way they can keep cool. And you
Cold
also
Cold milk available. Baxie's.
any drinks you want, you can find here. They'll send somebody out here. And as you crest, sort of the final steps, and you step into the viewing area, you can see that a wide parapet in the gateway center elevates 4 gnome wizards over a scrying pool, and together they are manipulating a mirage of illusory sights and sounds for the audience below that you saw as you walked up. And with that, Mabula just sort of smiles and says, I'll be on my way. I can't really be seen with you since you're going to be racing later. Go bet on the honkers. Make a little coin if you can, but spread out and ask whatever questions you need to, and hopefully find some information about any of these teams that are crooked. But if you have any other questions about the jungle, lots of people and merchant princes here would probably have a few answers. Jobul is over in the back corner. I saw him earlier. And with that, she quickly sort of sidles aside, and you see somebody steps forward and, says something to her, and lightning fast, you see a little book come out of her hand, and she's scribbling something down, and she rips off a betting slip almost immediately. And you can see as she is just in her element and, listening to about 4 different conversations at once, all of a sudden, each time, ripping out these betting slips and handing them off to people. So what would you all like to do?
I would first like to do, the 5 gold on Mountain Thunder.
Okay, yeah, you wander over and you find, an area where there are people draped in these purple sashes that clearly mark themselves as bookies. And you explain that you are making the bet for Alistair, and the bookie recognizes and just says, oh, all the time, and he rips you out a betting slip, hands it over to you, takes your money, and just says, good luck to you.
Oh, thank you. And what other...
Can you remind us also where we are in town? Are we at there or there? There. No, you can't be there.
The big sort of... Oh, here we are, right here.
You guys are right at the gate here.
Oh, at the gate. Got it.
Yeah, so you
Cool.
guys are elevated above the crowd right now, which is lining the streets all the way around you. And you can see that the racetrack, it runs through the city streets.
I see.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, it's like the Grand Prix in downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking for suspicious behavior as well, but the whole event is stretched out through the entire town.
Well, what's going to be suspicious, they think, are anybody who would, clearly be in the lead if they're newcomers to the race scene. So, she just wanted you to go and interact and mingle and see what you can find. And I've just shared with you guys the betting rules. So the different dinosaurs, team names and things that you can find, and what your probabilities are.
Right.
And this will be on a giant board that you would see set up across the way from you.
So, okay, just so I understand this, because I usually don't bet. So, for example, if I were to place 100 gold on Bone Cruncher, and Bone Cruncher won, I would get paid out 150.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you get your initial bet plus any winnings on top of that back if you win. Otherwise, you just lose. Cool.
Yeah, and as you guys were walking down, you were able to see, giant placards with the names, sort of, Big Honker or Uptau's Favorite or Banana Candy and Bone Cruncher and Grung Stomper, Scarback, Nasty Boy, Jungle Princess, or Mountain Thunder.
So who's in the first race? Is it all those names?
I think it's you pick your race, then you roll the dice that it says, and then if you get on that win, you get your payout.
Is it T-Rex?
I'm going to, Hollis is going to walk down towards the, towards the racers area.
Yeah,
I
kind of like see where animals are being prepped or being given a performance-enhancing drug.
So Walker is going to put 5 gold on Banana Candy because she likes the name. And she's also voting herself for not asking any questions because she has no charisma. She will be the watcher and searching for anything that seems suspicious, but she will also go down towards the animals.
Okay, you can also sidle up and just try and overhear any conversations you wanted to as well.
Well, that too, but I'm just saying, Walker, no talkie.
Just saunter around, dear.
I'm gonna follow in the footsteps of my mother and put 10 gold on my childhood favorite, Mountain Thunder.
Is there like a pit boss here, or like a race master that's kind of overseeing things?
Absolutely. You can see that one of the handlers is down just on the far side of the gate, because all of the dinosaur training pens are down here, and so all the dinosaurs are walked along that strip, and then the starting gate is basically right underneath you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're easily able to see the dinosaurs that are, being led into the pens. And the first race is the 4-legged dinosaurs. So
interesting.
So
can we go see them just before the race, or no? We're not allowed to because we're not racers.
Well, you guys can, wander to the backside of the terrace that you are on, and you'll be able to look down and see them. And you guys are marked as racing in the third race, so you would be able to, from where you are, get down into that area.
What are we racing on?
Go ahead for Lord, and then I'll ask my question.
Yeah, what are we racing on? Like, what creature?
You haven't quite found that out yet. This third race is going to be a surprise.
And is it just one of us is nominated to do this, or are all of us as a group going to be racing?
It is a team race. It is all of you.
Right, so giant racing snails it is. So Hollis wants to run down into the racing area. I mean, after all, I am a registered racer.
I wanted to do that as well. Can we use animal handling to give our choice a pep talk?
Yes. Yeah, if you want to walk up, you can see the the racers, and you can see the dinosaurs in front of you. Which animal did you want to head up to see, Hollis? Winthrop, you're obviously going to see the great Mountain Thunder.
Yep.
I would like to, sort of looking at this, I would like to, well, again, I was kind of looking for like a pit boss, or like, just sort of like an overseer.
I want to overhear hushed conversations about animals.
Just because
me too.
I'm primarily looking to see like who the newcomers are.
I just want to see like what I hear as we're walking down towards. Like I want to go with the animals too, but I just want to like, what do I hear? Anything suspicious as we're going down?
Which tempts me to take off my racing gear and just blend in the crowd a little bit more, and then put it back on later or something like that.
Well, you haven't been given your team uniforms. You've just been given the little badges that show that you're members of a team.
So I can be surreptitious.
Yeah. So Hollis, you can see that they're called the Scale Masters here, and he's starting to organize and tell people to get into their slots and things like that. So what did you want to ask him?
Oh, just Just curious, you've been around for a while, you've seen racers before, both in festival season and outside of it. Who are the new faces around here? I'm always interested in new racers.
Oh, well, the new ones I've seen looks like Bone Cruncher and this Grung Stomper seem to be the new ones. You can always tell their odds aren't that good, but the way they've been winning things around here, everybody's willing to bet on an unknown.
Wow, Bone Cruncher and Grung Stomper. Who's riding them?
A couple of young kids. You got somebody named Odex, who's riding Grung Stomper. He's been in one race. He handles okay. He's kind of a surprised little kid. Bone Cruncher, don't even know this guy. Just someone named Starks.
Starks, eh?
Yep. Just kind of sign up. We've been, anybody can buy a dinosaur and get in on a team, or win one of those daily races, which he won one of the dailies last week, and so they got him installed on here, but nobody really seems to know too much about him.
All right, cool. Hey, good luck out there, and I'll see you at the start of the third race.
Oh, looking forward to it. We got something special primed for you guys.
Don't ruin the surprise for me. I cannot wait.
Oh, don't worry, and you can be safe. Nobody's messed with these animals. They've had increased security patrolling all the animal pens for the last little while, up till race day, of course. Now it's up to us and them handlers to get everybody out and running. You break a leg out there.
Well, I'll try not to physically break a leg, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna wander on towards the direction of one Bone Cruncher. Actually, I'm gonna wander off to the side of Bone Cruncher's stall, and I'm just gonna kind of look at the stall next to it while kind of keeping an ear/eye out.
Okay, give me a perception check.
That is going to require me to find where I placed my character sheet. Okay, so that is a perception check. Now, I don't actually have it here, but I have Jack of all trades. Starting at second level, I can add half my proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check I make that doesn't already include my proficiency bonus. So, whatever this is, it's one higher.
Well, there's an option to add it on there. You just have to.
Okay.
Here.
Well, that's a 7.
As far as you can tell, I mean, there's a lot happening around here. Everything looks to be on the up and up. You've got the racers who are, strapping on and making sure that all the saddles are done properly. You can see them, sort of eyeing up the competition, but it seems, as far as you can tell, everything seems normal right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally found it. It's in the middle column on the cog for your sheet. At the very bottom, just above the passive perception modifier.
Jack of all trades. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the same areas where you select your expertise. You change normal to expertise.
All right, and Winthrop, so what are you doing to try and get Mountain Thunder to feel better? I see you roll a 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and give it a pep talk.
This doesn't count, by the way. Okay. Yeah.
A good old, you go get him, Tiger. Or more likely, do it for me. Like the little kid in the baseball player type trope.
Are you dying of cancer?
Well, we're all dying of something.
Well,
Technically, we're all dying of oxygen inhalation.
Technically, we're all dying of curse. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put 5 gold pieces down on Bone Cruncher. I'm not sure. I just got an instinct about this.
Because it's the most likely to actually pay out.
No, it's the most likely to be like crooked.
Well, I put 2 bets
As far as
down.
I'm concerned.
yeah, the bookie gladly takes your money, Baka, and just says, "Oh, it's fair bet," and nostalgia bet for Mountain Thunder.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself.
So how much are you putting on Bone Crusher? 50 on Bone Crusher?
50 on Bone Cruncher and 5 on Mountain Thunder.
So
For a
why
total of 35 gold. I still have over 100 left on my person.
So why do you think Bone Cruncher is the one to be?
Because
he's 1 to 2 odds. It means if I win on that, I get 25 gold. If I win on the other one, which is a long shot, I earn 35 gold.
Actually, no, sorry. I'll increase the bet to 10. 10 on Bone Cruncher, just because I want to see.
Yeah, you know what? I will also put it some on Bone Cruncher.
When we uncover the corruption, we'll get all this money back. So
absolutely. See, we're doing the right thing.
Yes, we're like a house grung stomper.
Okay, so Beatrix, how much are you putting down?
I'm saying I'm going to put 10 on Bone Cruncher, and I'll put 10 on Grung Stomper.
Is Walker going to make any bets?
Yeah, she's gonna put 5 down on Banana Candy because she likes the name, and then she's gonna put another 5 down on Scarback because she has to bet on a T-Rex in this race. And at least if Scarback wins, she gets some money.
Banana Candy.
Banana Candy.
All right. Okay. And so Walker, as you are wandering around, give me an investigation check.
Oh.
Yeah. Woo!
All right. With that, roll me a D100 to see what you overhear.
Ooh, getting fancy. All right.
Wait, there's actually a rumor table?
At least.
Right here with my cat ears. Never mind my elf eyes, my cat ears.
Walker Boa, what do your cat ears here?
God.
You managed to overhear a couple of conversations. One, you hear sentries complaining about a recent influx of sightings of Grung and even Yuan Ti into the city, none of which have been caught, not for lack of trying, though. And on top of that, you also hear somebody talking about, the Yuan Ti, and you hear that some ruined city lies up the River Taff, past Kahakala Gorge, and supposedly no one's explored past the gorge, but it's not true. It's just that the few who've made it out alive mostly keep quiet about what they found there. And I've heard that there's ruins there that are guarded by the Yuan Ti, but there's a Naga who is both wise and generous to the people who find things there.
And just to recap, the dinosaurs, they've been dying of poison, or do we not know how they've been dying?
Not quite sure how they've been dying. They assume it's some sort of poison, though.
Okay, it's assumed, but not confirmed. Okay, cool. Anything else, or is that all I hear?
That's what you hear.
Okay.
And Thorn, you were heading down closer to the pens.
Yes.
Are you trying to listen in on people, or are you going to try and engage conversation?
Similar
Okay,
approach.
so give me an investigation check.
Right. Real good investigation, but there we go.
Yeah, so roll me some percentile, please.
I will after you get 46.
Not sure if that's good or bad.
Yes.
Not 46, so that's good.
So yeah, you hear a couple of the guys who are helping move the animals around and bring them up, and a couple of them have been talking about how the long shot wins have become increasingly common, along with the mounts' deaths, most of which have occurred just days after the race, and how they're never sure when it's the last time they're going to be saying goodbye to or saying anything to any of these animals. So they've been treating them better this last race. And you also hear them just sort of gossip and say, I can't believe this third race. I can't believe how much prep we had to put in for this. It's going to be insane.
Uh-oh.
And as well, you also hear them mention that the owner of this dinosaur was expecting the arrival of a Halruan airship called the Star Goddess, but it hasn't arrived, and he bets it's crashed somewhere in the jungle.
Right.
So many rumors. Are we? Is anyone keeping a list of all the rumors?
I've got a very disorganized list of rumors.
I'll set them out for you.
Oh, good, thank you.
And
I had a
with
cat
that,
in my
you guys-
hands, and I wasn't writing them down.
Yeah.
Heidi says hello.
Beatrix and the twins should try and talk up some of the people up top when we're down below.
Wait,
That
not
was
twins.
my
The
plan.
twins.
Which
What, do you
twins?
think
There's
all
technically
turtles
two
look
sets.
the same?
Yes, he does.
Oh, turtles, right. I forgot about them.
Yeah,
Oh!
Beatrix.
Yes, I will will go up and sort of chat.
Well,
Around the
as
upper.
you are upstairs, a servant dressed in this beautiful light blue flowing robe talks to you and just says, Merchant Prince Jobal would like to see you for a moment if you have a second. And he escorts you into this
Bald.
even more exclusive area, and it feels cool in here just from all of the palm fronds that are being waved, and you can see the people in this area just draped in exquisite jewelry and are just sort of lounging and lying about, and sitting in the back corner in a booth is a very large man, but you can see as you get closer he's got different types of scars and tattoos across his face, and he has a giant head of hair which is just sort of glistening and full in this sort of morning light. And sitting next to him, looking a little cowed and shamed, you recognize one of the guides you interviewed yesterday, Salida.
Oh, hello, Salita. What is this all about, Merchant Prince Jobal, my lord?
I just wanted to wish you a good morning and to apologize. I heard from some of my guides that I sent to you to be interviewed yesterday that they did not all behave appropriately, and this one here would like to apologize to you in person. And with that, Salida just sort of bows her head and just, I'm very sorry. I was out of line yesterday. I misread your group and thought that some sort of flirting and humor would go a longer way than it did. But I'm just sorry. I came across as probably ruder than I expected.
Oh, my dear, it is perfectly fine. I understand, you have to market yourself. It's a dog-eat-dog world, or dinosaur-eat-dinosaur world. This is Cholt, after all.
And they both laugh and just, it's very true. I would also, as a gesture of our goodwill, Salida would be more than willing to join your group as even just a paddler or a porter at this point, for free, of course, as a way of making amends.
Why, of course. We would give you some sort of compensation. Of course, you are, taking time out of your day to help us. But this really is no trouble just for that a few offhanded comments.
Well, as you see fit. I am not bothered either way. But the other thing that came to my attention is that your group has a map of Chult that apparently is pretty good.
We do?
You do. You were given it by Syndra.
Why, yes we do. I'm sure you, oh great merchant prince, probably have even more detailed and lovely maps.
Well, I may well, but I am a collector of all maps, so if, there was time permitting, I would certainly be willing to pay you to make a copy of your map.
would I... Would it be like an insight check to see if he's...
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, insight.
I also can actually do this. I think I do have cartographer tools.
I would have gone for an insight
Wondering
check.
why he's interested. But, oh, holy moly!
Oh, nat 20!
You know exactly what Selena did wrong.
You go, girl.
Yeah, I just now figured out that line. Oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. Are you married? Oh, I get it now.
And with that insight check, yeah, you can see that she, really does, feel embarrassed and might actually be worried about her job with Joe Ball. And Joe Ball asking about this map is very genuine interest and, is clearly trying to play it maybe a little bit cool, but is obviously heard from his guides that you have this and is very, very, interested in it. So you think you might be able to get a very good price out of him if you guys wanted to actually part with it.
Well, we can copy it.
Well, he can make a copy. We're not going to part with it. He's making a copy.
Yeah, no, I would be willing to make a copy of it for him.
Yeah, we don't want
so
them
long as he provided the materials to perform the copy. Because I don't have them.
I will say Baka is actually a cartographer, and he's willing to make you a copy of the map, so you don't have to trouble your staff. And of course, you can inspect it, both the original and our copy upon delivery, to make sure, obviously, we wouldn't do anything to you, but to verify its authenticity.
Oh, well, of course I would, be more than happy for that to happen if you think you have time. When was your party planning on leaving the port?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I believe.
Time for a quick sketch on some vellum.
Well, if you have a map of the island to begin with, I could then transcribe the information onto that map for you.
Well, that sounds like it could be worthwhile. We will have a talk after the races, perhaps.
Of course.
Well, thank you, and enjoy your day, and I will see all of you later.
And we would gladly accept Cylindra or Syndra to come along.
Wonderful. I'm sure she will be happy to go with you. And she looks, you see her eyes kind of closed to a slit, and there's sort of a forced pained smile, and she's like, it would be my honor.
Oh, lovely. We are planning on leaving tomorrow. Please meet up with Iku for any arrangements. Glad to have you on the team.
Right.
Patrick, quick question. How close together are the pens and the animals?
The pens themselves are all down in this area down here. So you can see there are a half dozen different dinosaur pens down there. And Thorn, as you were walking down, you can see some of the walls of the pens are, a good 30 feet tall.
Huh.
So, very much meant to, keep in some of the larger dinosaurs like the T-Rexes and things like that.
Okay. When she can, before the third race, before she has to go up and afterwards, Walkerbo wants to go down and find Mountain Thunder's pen and maybe even Jungle Princess's and keep an eye on their pens and just watch for whoever comes and goes.
All right.
Again, specifically looking for Yanti now because she's got a suspicion.
And with that, you guys hear the 1 minute horn, and the animals are all brought up to the gates, and you hear just a chorus of voices, last chance for betting, last chance. And
you already betted, right, honey?
Before the race goes, I'm looking over the betting sheet, and I realized, okay, you know what? I'm also gonna put a 5 gold piece bet down on Jungle Princess.
Hedge your bets.
I'm already put one on Alistair Bull. Alistair Bull said I could keep any winnings from my Mountain Thunder, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm 5 for Mountain Thunder. You know what? I'll do my last 5 gold on Jungle Princess.
Oh, he's for Mountain Thunder too?
Yes.
Alistair Bull, yeah.
Awesome.
All right, and the bookies they smile and they just kind of chuckle at you about how you're spreading your bets out, playing the field, and
of course.
With that, the four-legged dinosaur race begins. So those of you who bet on one of the four-legged dinosaurs, you can roll your dice to see how you do.
Does our animal handling give us advantage or no?
Not a bit. You just roll a straight die as it says. So nobody bet on Uptau's favorite. Banana Candy is the next one down. So whoever bet on Banana Candy, roll a d4.
That is me.
That is also me.
No.
It's a bad.
Bad.
Not that well trained.
Oh.
No, Hollis, you also did Banana Candy.
I didn't do Banana Candy, I did Bone Cruncher.
Oh.
And Jungle Princess at the end there.
And Jungle Princess, they're both two-legged.
I think I did Jungle Princess. Sorry, I didn't do Banana Candy. I did Jungle Princess.
Tell that to the bookie.
I did.
Yeah,
Banana
Beatrix,
Candy
I have you for Bone Cruncher, Grung Stomper, and Jungle Princess. So yeah,
That's what it was, sorry.
So in that race, Banana Candy did not win. Bone Cruncher is up next. So let's see if he was a winner for you guys. So roll a d3.
Isn't that a two-legged race, Bone Cruncher?
And yes, Allosaurus is. Yes, it is. Anklet Grung Stomper. Sorry.
It won't let us roll a d3.
You
roll
it.
1d3. Go.
Watch.
No.
So what is it, /roll d3?
Yeah.
Whoops, that didn't work.
Actually creates a model of a three-sided polyhedron. Simulates rolling it.
That's better. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you have to have like 3D dice on.
Or you could just do what I did, which, double square bracket, 1d3, double square bracket.
All right.
And now it obviously allows for you to both win and lose, as you all have to roll individually, which is interesting.
Well, I'm assuming there's like multiple races or something.
Heats or...
Must
It's
be
a complicated...
okay. Yeah, so Hollis, you rolled for Bone Cruncher for that
and
one?
I bet 10 on Bone Cruncher, yes.
So you win 5 back, so you win 15 on that.
Hooray! And while I'm up in the stands cheering my cheering my dinosaur on, I'm also going to be paying presumably I have field glasses or something, right?
Here, you can borrow mine.
Oh, excellent! And
they look exactly like the ones that ladies would go to the opera with.
Excellent! I'm perfectly fine borrowing them, and I'm going to pay extra attention to the jockey. Hello?
Yeah, and with Bone Cruncher, you can see that the Allosaurus, was hard to control, but moving at a very, very rapid pace, and this jockey actually seemed to manage things quite well and kept the dinosaur focused, kept it from sort of veering off and sliding on the streets, which are wet and sort of slicked with water.
Okay, so not necessarily a not necessarily an illegal performance, just a good one.
Seems like it.
Okay.
And Baka, you won big with Bone Cruncher, picking up 75 gold.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I won 25 on top of the 50 I bet, so I got 75 total.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of gold to bet. I would have bet a lot larger.
All right, next down is Grung Stomper, and so that is going to be Olo.
All right here. So
And I also did a Grunt Stomper.
it says any dice. I mean, like, I have, the dice in my hand, but which one do I roll? That's the thing
You could roll any, because yours is just even or odd, so.
No,
Alright,
no.
fingers crossed.
Do the D4, because that's a 50% chance.
They're all 50% chance if it's even.
Yeah.
Even the D3, because there's
Yes.
2 odds.
Oh, well, no, don't roll a D3. Don't roll an odd numbered dice.
Well, you could just roll a D. Oh no, D2 would be 50-50 exactly.
D1 plus 1.
That's the D2 is pretty much a toss of a coin.
Just roll a dice.
D1.
Okay, I'm going with the D4. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yay! I will also roll a D4. Fingers crossed. I need to make my money back.
You sound like my mother.
No! Oh my god, I am your mother! I am your mother! Stop
Beatrix
me!
is having a bad day at the races.
That
How
turned
Grunt
bad.
Stomper win and lose.
That's what I'm saying, because you guys all are supposed to roll this individually, so
That is odd.
Maybe
That's-
it's like an
it's just a
under
weird
over
thing in the rolls.
Like you're betting on who will come in at what time. And if you don't get the right time, you get part of the bet. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like win, place, or show.
What?
Yeah, I guess.
I
that makes
don't
sense.
understand the reference. Is this a Canadian thing?
Horse
No, that's
racing
just a
is-
racing thing.
Yeah.
You can bet
Win
for
if
a
place
horse
is
to win
second, I think
outright.
show is third.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
So who's next is... Oh, Mountain
Starback.
Thunder. Or didn't we... Who?
Oh, no,
Nobody-
didn't,
Oh, Walker Bow put 5 on
yeah,
Scarback.
Scarback, yeah.
So
Scar-
what am I?
Scarback is two-legged.
Yeah,
Right.
he's Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah,
But I thought we were doing four-legged first.
we are. So that is going to jump down to So Mountain Thunder is the last one up. So everybody who bet on Mountain Thunder, Winthrop.
Yeah!
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, so there's slow motion running around the base. The base is baseball music.
Like out of The Natural.
Yeah.
You know, the one time I didn't roll a 1 is now.
So that gives me 80 gold.
Good, we're going to need it.
Well, I came out on top.
the sail
Not
flaps
impressing her
around.
in-laws.
All right, yeah. Nobody else comes in on Mountain Thunder.
Oh, this Alistair Bowl is going to be so bad.
Oh no,
Oh.
he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't. I mean,
He didn't even want the winnings. He
yeah,
wanted
he just
the
wanted the
alibi.
betting slip.
It's probably an alibi.
It's
Oh
an
well,
alibi.
I'm Order of the Gauntlet.
All right, so going back to the top, nobody bet on Big Honker. Banana Candy. Roll a D4.
Didn't we already do banana candy?
Oh, you did, yes. But yeah, okay. So Walker, yeah, you had 5 on Banana Candy.
I lost it. Sad face.
Yeah.
She's just having a bad day. Hi Heidi, you're in the chat again.
Uh,
Oh, is your-
Technically, Bone Cruncher should have gone during the two-legged race.
Well, that's what's going now. So Bone Cruncher is up now.
Yeah,
Easiest
so...
way is just go through the list. Each one that got bet on, just roll the
Yeah.
dice for them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I already rolled for Bone Cruncher, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, there's. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did Bone Cruncher. Ground Stomper. Scarback. Walker
now-
Bow, see if you can make your money.
Alrighty, so it's /R1D3 or
That would work, yes.
/R1. That good?
That is good, but not good enough to win.
Damn.
Yeah, you needed a 1.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, all the ones that would pay out more than just even, you needed a 1.
Walkabout doesn't care about money.
Jungle
Shrugs.
Princess.
Okay, that's me. 1D.
And that's me. I'm going to fail so horribly.
Go!
What number? It's a D6? Alright.
I lost my 5 gold. Oh well. I come out even.
Did they win? Did they
You
lose?
did not.
Get a roll
I
1.
lost.
Lost magnificently.
I'm down to 1 gold.
Ooh. You can share mine.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sharing my husband's.
Thorn kind of tisk.
I'm just shy of 200.
And that is the end of the first races. As the second races get lined up, you guys are called down to head into your change areas, and you are...
Can Thorn do another perception check for conversations?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yep.
And did we, I know what we did the Joe Ball thing, but when I was up in the rich people's stands, you know, fluttering about going, cha-chin, cha-chin, ha 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 ha, did I hear anything?
Well, give me an investigation.
Would I have heard anything while up there as well?
Also, be sure to raid the catering table.
Oh, I already did that.
Yeah,
Excellent.
everybody give me an investigation check if you were, because you were trying to overhear something rather than actively converse.
I'm
So-
actually looking for Yanti, so is that investigation or perception?
That'll be a perception.
So this is an
I see
investigation or
nothing.
perception?
Oh man, these
I
investigations.
11.
Stephanie, you do manage to overhear a small snippet of conversation, so roll me some percentile dice.
So I do need to do an investigation. Boom.
We are not investigators.
17.
All right, you hear people talking about a recent trip, and you hear someone saying that if you head up the Tariki River about 5 days by canoe, you'll see a stone spire to the east. He said the natives there call it Firefinger, and terror folk nest there. And if they spot you, you're in for a real fight. They barely made it out with their lives.
Wait a minute, we already know that.
Yeah.
That'd be confirmation. Good.
Yeah, just because you hear something doesn't mean it's going to be something new.
Or useful. They're not all useful here.
All
Did
right.
you call them Terra folk?
Yes, essentially they're pterosaur people.
Ah, Terra.
Yeah, they call them terror, though, so it's terror folk, but yeah, they're terra folk.
It's a
With a P.
pun.
It starts with a P.
Got
Yeah,
it.
like ptarmigan.
What's a ptarmigan?
Tyrannosaurus ptarmigan's an Arctic bird.
Oh, I never knew that.
All right, Hollis, with your investigation roll me some percentile dice.
Okay, my percentile dice roll is this.
Wow, exactly a third or 2/3.
Yeah, you hear some people talking about how they collected their last dinosaur, and sort of struggled and brought it back, and it's currently in its training pen. But they said when you're out in the jungle, you gotta watch out for any mist with a blue tinge to it. It spreads a fever that drives you mad.
Okay, so look out for the madness mist.
Blue tinge fever.
So blue mist as another game set in the Forgotten Realms has taught us blue mist should not be blue.
Is this the mist that turns you inside out?
That's fire, actually, the blue fire. Spell plague.
No, it was we were playing in another game where we were wandering around the woods, and there were sort of fae out in the woods, and we wandered into an area where it was just all misty and blue. And I think my character, who is a very stereotypical Scottish dwarf, basically said mist should not be blue. And at that point, it was all confusion and getting lost and stuff.
That was uninvited guests.
Oh,
Yes.
funny.
All right, and so you, Walker Bow, make it back to join the rest of your team without having seen anything too suspicious. No 1T moving around down by the pens, and you guys are brought into the first area of a change room, and you can see you're the first team in there, and there are 3 color palettes laid out. There's a green that has the symbol of what looks like a snake And Winthrop, you recognize it as a jaculi, which is a tree snake out in the jungle. There's the purple livery, which has what appears to be a giant snail on it. And then the orange livery seems to have the symbol of a gigantic frog beast that has what appear to be eye stalks sticking out of it as well. And so you're asked, which color would your team like to be?
Hypnotoad.
Purple.
Hypnotoad.
Purple.
Hypnotoad.
Purple.
Yeah, I see. We're quite a team.
Team vote. Everybody put in your color
orange.
choice.
Orange. Hypnotoad.
Hypnotoad.
Walker Bow is going to blend into that.
All right, that is 4 for purple. So you guys are the flail snails.
Yes.
Yay!
Because nothing speaks speed more than snails.
Hey, it's a rainbow snail.
Yeah, we're gonna dazzle them with our awesomeness.
Yes,
And-
hands, everyone.
And with that, you are escorted into the purple room, and you can see there are chests laid out for all of your equipment, and there are outfits, and it's all purple robes, but they are shimmering and shiny. So as you turn, the colors actually sort of change with the light. So they are very, dazzling and bright. And you can see that there are different sort of jewelry items or trinkets, so you guys are able to decorate yourselves as you see fit. But clearly, this is meant to be, a costumed event of some sort.
Oh, okay.
Walker Bow dresses herself out, decks herself out as gaudily as she can.
I'm so pretty.
Were we ever given, information of exactly what rules there are for this thing?
Well, he's
Not yet.
questioning. Well, he's questioning the race. I'm gonna take a bunch of his stuff and put it on me.
Oh, Hollis is definitely going to attempt to put this outfit together.
Oh, I want Winthrop to look like the target dummy in the first Ninja Turtles movie.
I think Hollis would look like Prince.
Not bad.
Walker Bow looks like
I
a
may
fuzzy
get them
disco ball.
I may get some of the servants, I'm assuming there are servants around, to paint up my shell with rainbow-like colors.
They certainly do. They throw themselves into it, and you are, very, very brightly painted.
Thorn is going to look for a tight-fitting cap with a trailing bit behind it. Not too gaudy.
I will dress myself up
There we go.
dignified and that only a noble woman can.
I want a do-rag sort of thing.
All right, so you guys
User in
are
your channel timed out.
All right, who got off the channel?
Ian.
Nope, I'm here.
Where's Team
Lorne.
Lauren,
Where's
yeah.
Lorne?
He has problems with his building sometimes.
Well, with that, you guys are costumed and dressed, and you are brought into a larger open area where, for the first time, you can see there are 2 other teams with you. And these teams are also 7 members, and you can see one of them is, they are dressed in the green outfit, and they all are made up to look like these giant snakes, and you can hear them practicing sort of hissing and shrieking and making different types of sort of slinky moves. And you can see their team is made up of a couple of humans, but there are also 2 gnomes, a couple of half-elves, and what appears to be a giant Goliath that seems to have some sort of slight beard on his face as well. And then the third team, which are the orange sort of frog hemoths, are completely painted up, and their costumes have stalks sticking out of it in various ways. And you can see that again they're made up of humans, a half elf, a dwarf, some type of very strange elf that you haven't seen before, and something that looks like it might be some kind of almost demon-y woman who is dressed up in rags.
I'm gonna go up to the snakes and just sort of in a moment of race for solidarity, and also because I'm a performer, and you know, this is kind of an embarrassing display they're putting on. They're trying to act like snakes, but really they're kind of like, guys. I understand what you're going for. Real good. It's a great motif. Let me help you out. And I'm going to basically teach them how to be snakes, but I'm going to teach them wrong, so that they look like complete idiots out on the track. And I'm going to give them a nice deception check for that.
All right.
Ooh.
They look at you sort of askance and sort of laugh along with you, and they say, "Thank you. That's really good, because these crowds, if they don't like you, they'll throw crap at you. We've heard you're performing for the crowd as much as you're racing in this thing."
Well, I wouldn't want that to happen to you guys, so just take my advice, and I think you guys will be all right.
Not just stuff. Bottles of excrement.
And sometimes batteries.
Oh, this isn't Philadelphia. And with that, one of the scale masters comes over and explains to you that what we'll be doing is a relay type race. All of you will be going at the same time, but at each stop you will be transferring to a different beast. And the first beasts are going to be a chariot race. Then once you get into the Grand Colosseum, you will find your second mounts there, and you will be explained exactly what's to be going on there.
Is there a T-Rex?
He just smiles and says, "Oh, you'll see exactly what you'll be dealing with in just a moment."
Better be a T-Rex!
Before we continue, I noticed that Lorne is still not back.
Yeah, he's actually dropped out of Roll20 now.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait for him to get back in. Hopefully his internet didn't completely crash.
It's 8:30. It's an hour and a half in. Do you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll start the race.
Excellent.
Cool.
Unfortunately, I'm out of whiskey, but I'll get some water.
Out of chocolate.
You know what? I'm going to get an adult drink as well.
Yay!
Not whiskey, but yeah.
Yeah.
All I have is just this orange candy I got on Halloween from some strange lady.
Yay! Stranger candy.
Was that a tip as well?
Oddly enough, it was on Halloween night. So, oh shit, I got a Halloween tip strange candy. Crap.
Be sure to inspect it.
Maybe all these people just think you're homeless for some reason?
I look homeless, okay? If I walk up to you, you're gonna be like either shooing me away or calling the police. It's one of these options.
Well, I mean, could also be racism.
They gave me hats, so I'm assuming there is no racism involved in here.
Yeah, that's not a form of racism I'm familiar with. Here, have a hat. You like, no.
You poor dear who can't deal with the Canadian winter? I don't know.
I've been here for 10 years. I love the winter more than any of the seasons. I've been called out on it that I'm a freak for loving winter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, screw me for loving the cold.
How can you not like winter? I've never wanted to die on the sidewalk in winter.
Head to Northern Ontario, and then you tell me how much you like winter.
I'm not from Northern Ontario, but I'm from near Barrie, so we got lots and lots of snow.
Head another 3 hours north of there, and then you tell me how much you love winter.
I'll pass. I just came back from there. It's desolate.
Like from Barrie or from?
I was an hour north of Sudbury for work, and then two hours west. I was in Blind River.
Yeah, that would be Blind River. Yeah, that's out there even by my standards.
It's fucking desolate. Although I do love Blind River because there's a bar there that still has separate entrances for men and women and separate rooms.
Oh wow. I would be going in and out of those all the times. Like, stop me.
No, they don't. They're just leftovers. They just still happen
Yeah.
to be out. But it's a family-run bar, and they don't accept tips.
I don't actually have Lauren's contact information, so I can't send text to Lauren.
Oh, where's my phone? I don't know where my phone is. 1 second.
I would
Alright.
text Lauren, but I don't have his number.
No, Ian or Stephanie should.
Okay.
I
I'll be right
should.
back.
Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to find it, but I should.
That sounds like an adult drink.
Whoops, sorry, I thought I was on mute. Yeah, I'm having a cider. We don't do wine or beer. We do like spirits and cider.
Yeah, I like cider.
The LCBO has this. My boyfriend is more into it than me, but I love it. The Swedish, like the cider from Sweden.
Recorder Lake?
Yes, the wild
That's
berry
my
one.
favorite, yeah. It's just like a bottle of sugar.
Oh, and I'm being all fancy, and I'm having it in a wine glass because I can.
It's apparently the girliest drink in Sweden. It's like the Zima of Sweden.
Like girls, I think you mean like girls' night out or something.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what girls drink. Fuzzy navels?
No.
I kind of like fuzzy navels. I like anything sweet.
Actually, I really like the dry cider, so I'm.
And then there's this really funny commercial where they're trying to sell it as a sexy drink in North America. So it's a hot Swedish woman saying Recorder Lake and trying to get a clueless North American to say it.
Yeah, that probably doesn't work out very well.
Well, the good news is the candy is safe. Bad news is I'm out of candy, so I'm hosting a GoFundMe page just for candy.
Go find me candy.
Okay, I'm back.
And I have to wait till, I don't have Lauren here. I'll have to wait till Steph gets back.
Okay. It might be down to
Okay,
6
fine.
racers.
I'm just gonna quickly check my email. Maybe Lauren sent some kind of a message there. No.
I haven't said. Yeah, I haven't had anything pop up. Oh, there he is.
I do see Baka back in roll 20. Baka is typing. And he's attempting to get a program called Team Spake working.
Spike.
Hey.
I'm Spike.
It would be much more effective if he just, went with TeamSpeak. I don't know.
It must be one of those third-party jobs.
It's the
Oh,
Norwegian
okay.
version of TeamSpeak.
Okay, on TeamSpeak, Lauren's connection dropped, so that's why. Okay, so it's his internet connection. That's a very high probability on that. Anybody got any good recipes for sweet, drinks? I mean, like fuzzy navel, cosmopolitan, Bloody Mary screwdriver.
You take a handful of water and you dump you dump a cup full of sugar in it, and you dissolve that, and that's a sweet drink. Oh, you mean a good one? I don't know.
I hate you so much right now.
Well, that's just a good simple syrup that you can actually make many good drinks with.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
User
I
entered
think
your
I
channel.
I think I should have phrased my question. Does anybody know any good combination of alcoholic drinks with fruit
What alcohols do you
or
have?
vegetables that could?
What alcohols do you have?
I'm strictly a vodka guy.
Hi, sorry about that.
worries.
Yay!
No problem.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah,
I
I know.
missed you.
My
We were-
internet just
We
canceled
were
out
going
on
to
me for a
convert
moment.
to alcoholism.
Make a screwdriver. Orange juice and vodka.
I actually have a coworker who's like vodka obsessed, so I'll ask her if she has any recipes.
Vodka goes good with basically anything. You can do like vodka and like Sprite.
I know LCBO has chocolate flavored vodka. I think I'm gonna get my hands on that.
I'm sorry, that just sounds like a moral evil. Chocolate vodka.
I don't know whether I'm being enticed or freaked out about it.
One of the worst things I have ever tried was a diet chocolate fudge soda that we got delivered.
Oh.
Yeah, like nobody remembers
sounds
ordering
bad.
it, but it was one of those things that came in and everybody was just like, ooh, we gotta try that, don't we? And yeah, it's disgusting.
Diet part.
I think I just felt my stomach acid in my throat.
Sorry,
This-
describe this again. It was a diet
chocolate fudge.
fudge soda.
Yeah, we didn't get the regular in, we just got an order of this diet stuff.
I would have sent it back. Even
No,
if
we
got it
were
for free.
curious. Far too curious.
We were curious and we paid the price.
I
And it's
know
one
in
of those
winter-
things, it's like, this is terrible, you gotta try it.
Yeah, this house is well, apartment. It's whiskey, rum, and whiskey, rum, and what? What else does he drink? Another one. Whiskey, rum, and something else. Remember
Tequila?
eventually. No, not tequila. We have vodka, but he loves his whiskey, he loves his rum, and no, not beer.
Rye.
Maybe beer or wine.
Scotch.
Bourbon.
Gin?
I am completely drawing
Mezcal?
a blank.
That's
I'm
yeah.
com-
Sake?
No, he has like top shelf Glenfarclas, which is like the whiskey, rum. Oh my god! We have like a shelving unit just full of alcohol. Oh, no, maybe it is vodka. No, maybe it is vodka because we have a couple of bottles of that. Whiskey, rum, and something else. I'll text him. He's in the other room. Babe.
Is everybody back?
Yes, sir.
Good to go.
I don't hear Stephanie or Ian.
I'm here. Steph
Okay.
is coming down the stairs. She's coming.
Okay.
Yeah. I literally got a text from Steph after I'd already reconnected.
Oh crap. That's double connecting. Okay.
So while I was gone, were you going over the rules for this thing?
Not quite. Very briefly. Everybody had been just brought down to the main area. You were about to see what you were going to start the race in, and the rules were just about to be explained.
And
Cool.
Hollis was giving deliberately bad advice to another team.
Awesome. I
And-
like that.
Walker Bow actually had to fight herself to not like jump in and teach them how to hiss properly and undo his work.
And we told them that if they didn't do it the way we told them, they'd get excrement thrown at them.
Oh, they're gonna get excrement thrown at them regardless.
Most likely. Wear the face shields.
My main question is magic allowed?
Is everybody
Probably
back?
not.
I think everyone's here.
Yep.
Everyone but Nabil.
I'm still here.
Oh, there we go then.
All right. Yeah. The scale master, has you guys, behind basically what is a large curtain, and you can hear deep, sort of throaty growls coming from behind it, and he just says, "There are 3 teams. There are 3 prizes. First place is 500 gold. Second place, 250 gold. 100 gold for the third.
Can't lose.
There will be times in the race where you can harry or harass your opponents. This first leg is not one of them. Magic is not really allowed to be used. We discourage it. Any team who is caught using magic will have 100 gold taken from their purse at the end of the race. Now, The first leg of the race, you will start here at the Tariki Anchorage Gate. You will go through the Red Bazaar. You will end at the Grand Colosseum. And with that, the curtain is drawn aside, and you see a number of gigantic, anxious, bipedal Tyrannosaurus rexes that are leading chariots. They are waiting at the demarcated starting line for you. Climbing aboard, you can see that the route ahead is indicated by ticker tape flags strung along the streets to keep the crowd at bay. Shouting is barely audible over the crowd, and each of you has to take a hold of this rein, which, to control this beast, it's going to take all of you working in concert to try and steer it and work it towards its goal.
What's the skill for steering it? So who should be leading it? We should have somebody.
This will be a team wisdom land vehicle check. So it will...
oh, I have a proficiency in land vehicles!
Excellent. But yeah, so this will be a team. But yeah, so some of you will have proficiencies, which will give you a bit of a bonus. But it's going to take all of you to make 2 successful checks to steer it the right direction. About 100 yards out, you see a gaggle of Chilton children with vivid colored flags. They march single file across the track. Once in place, they look up to the ramparts. The gnomes above gesticulate wildly, producing magically amplified trumpets. The children quickly swing the flagpoles back and forth before rushing off the track, squealing and giggling. The race is on.
Woohoo!
What, like right now?
Right now. So everybody give me a wisdom land vehicle check, please.
Son of a bitch! Does Jack of all trades apply to this?
Yes, it would. Technically, it's a skill check.
That's not a normal skill
land
check,
vehicles, so for mine, it says strength. Is that accurate?
No, you have to change it to wisdom.
So just a straight wisdom. Oh wait, that's a saving throw. That's no good.
Oh boy. Step for the save.
This plus 1. 16.
Oh, all right. Each of you holding on to this straining leather strap. You can feel the dinosaur in front of you lurches out and screams forward into the city. And the roads are slick at this point with sort of water and things left behind by the earlier racers. And your teeth rattle as the chariot lurches down this cobblestone street. It's like rolling thunder that you hear as the flail snails successfully guide out there, but the froghemoths are right behind you. And the snake team, due to Hollis's obvious advice, were doing a little too much preening and couldn't quite control their animal, and it's slightly off track. So you guys have succeeded on your first check and are neck and neck with the froghemoths.
Haha, bardic victory.
Give me your second check as you turn the corner and you can see the Colosseum rising up in front of you.
So we can't.
Everyone lean.
Wait.
Lean
Did
hard.
I get that inspiration from beforehand?
Oh.
Never mind.
Everyone lean as hard as you can.
Where exactly are we going? Winthrop, where are we?
I had given inspiration, by the way, bardic inspiration to Winthrop and Baka, I believe.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count as the magic, right?
It's not as far as anyone knows.
Yeah, as far as anyone knows. I mean, something like that can be done fairly subtly. So,
as far as we actually got on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just be a pep talk.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up using it on my next roll.
I mean, the bardic inspiration can be interpreted as Hollis, doing a line of a song that perks everyone up.
And with those rolls, you guys manage to hold on. Your arms are straining to maintain your balance as this Tyrannosaur tries to tear away from your chariot. But coming into the Colosseum, you see the Scale Master here immediately, brings the Tyrannosaur to a screeching halt. You guys sort of lurch out of the chariot, and you are directed to winged dinosaurs, which are lined up and waiting for you, and you are each harnessed to your pterodon. And as you are harnessed up, the Scale Master lets you know that the creatures will fly you to where you need to go. You will fly through the rings. You must each rip your team's colored ribbon off of the rings. Once you have your ribbon, you may harass the other team or try and steal the ribbon out of their hands if they have it. Good luck to you. And he immediately slaps you down, and you can see that the Froghemoth team is right alongside you, and they are leaping onto their pterodons as well. And you guys are immediately whooshed up into the air. And you can see of the orange team, one of the dwarf who is riding on the back of him, zooms past you and towards one of the network of wide rings suspended between the buildings above the cheering crowd. And, as he's passing by one of the rooftops that these rings are in, you can see someone in the crowd takes out what appears to be almost a blowgun, and just this brilliant spray of colored powder sort of flies out, and this racer overcorrects from his maneuver and almost loses control. Tossed from his saddle, he sort of dangles helplessly from the harness's tethers for a little while until he clambers back up in his saddle, and you can see he's just kind of sweaty and shaken, and obviously feeling just how risky this is. So individually now, you guys will be attempting to fly through these rings, and give me a sleight of hand check to see how you do, to see if you manage to grab a ribbon.
Sleight of hand is one of the things that I do best.
And Hollis, your pterodon flies through one of the rings, and you just hop up on the back of this saddle, and holding onto the reins with one hand, immediately rip one of these purple ribbons right out of the sky and into your hand, and you can feel that it's good quality silk, and you can see that it almost has gold threads stitched into it. And with that, you are free to attempt to harass the other riders, or even attempt to rip one out of their hands if you see that they have them.
I'll be doing that.
Yeah.
I stuffed my ribbon in my boob.
Thorn, your hand just barely grazes one of these ribbons, but it slips through your fingers. Winthrop, you manage to rip one off. Walker Bow, your claws slice right through it, and you don't get a hold of one. Beatrix, you are again able to, this is another mount that you are used to, so you quickly rip a ribbon down, as does Baka.
He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. And I sort of flail around and then stuff it in my boob. Or in my bra.
I didn't know that Sun Tzu was was a character in the Forgotten Realms.
And Baka, you are able to rip one of these ribbons down as well. Olo, you're very close. You managed to tear
your thing.
You tear half of the ribbon out, but then it slips through your finger as one of the other riders in the orange team zips past and slaps it out of your hand.
You still have Bard? I thought you had Bardic Inspiration. Or does Baka have that?
I had it and it just used it.
Oh, damn.
That's why I have the +1 in red, because apparently I rolled a 1.
You have one.
I know, I was waiting to see if I failed that one before I was going to use it.
Alright, no, fair
And
enough.
so 4 of the Team Orange members managed to get their ribbons. So there are 4 of them that are now trying to harass those of you who do not have yours.
Oh, well that's unfortunate.
Well, we'll burn intercept.
So, what next then? I'm ready to snatch something.
Oh, I'm gonna...
We're allowed to harass, right?
Yes, anyone who got a ribbon, you can now harass. So you can use an animal handling check to try and prevent somebody else from getting to their ribbon by blocking them with your pterodon. You can use a sleight of hand check if you want to try and rip theirs off their person. Or you can even try and do a perception check, something like that, to facilitate a way that you are, getting in and trying to interrupt. And with this, you can see Team Jakuli has finally made it, and they are now flying up in the air as well. So they are on their way to get ribbons, but haven't gotten any yet.
Now I'm
Nat 20 or wait, it's not a nat. It's not.
16.
It's not. It's a 16. Oh well. Either way, it's a 20
so
unnatural.
That, let's have everybody roll some initiative just so we can keep an order going.
We have nothing to click for our initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, we don't have tokens.
You
We
are
need
right.
tokens.
So yeah, so we'll just keep it this way because I don't want to put too many tokens on the screen. So Stephanie, you rolled a 20. What were you? Describe your maneuver. What were you trying to do?
I will do this sort of create like a war maneuver, sort of like act like I'm not gonna act like I'm just flying, and then come up like kind of like beside them and then check them, sort of like in the Wrath of Khan where where Khan's ship stays silent until the Enterprise is like next to him, and then all of a sudden everything goes wild.
All right,
We are
yeah,
all
you
one
managed
big
to
happy fleet.
you managed to very stealthily slide up beside one of these other pilots, and as they are just about to reach out, at that moment you quickly sort of grasp in and slap their hand away and prevent them from grabbing their team's ribbon, and they curse you and quickly sort of circle around trying to make it to the next one.
Oh, I have one for this. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby you can be the director of your opponent's fate.
A homily from Beatrix.
Wow.
I'm sure the crowd's going wild.
That's quite the roll.
I know that I rolled an 8 there.
How'd you get
I rolled
it?
I rolled a 9. But what I'd like to do is, while I'm doing the sleight of hand, I'd like to kind of do a little bit of minor illusion work, as per the cantrip, and just kind of distract the bird that the other guy's riding by sort of sending an illusory bird of paradise flying into its face.
All right.
Oh, but we'll get 100 gold knocked off if we do that.
And if I were to do this, would that be okay? So I would know this before I tried to do this. Minor illusion, is that a very obvious thing? Like it's coming from me. It's like I have to like scream words in order to make the minor illusion.
Yes, and with that sleight of hand check, it would be fairly obvious you were trying to do something.
Yeah, okay,
and
then,
the pterodon doesn't seem to be affected by it. But you do hear what sounds like an air horn go off on the ground below you.
Oh,
well,
he said
I
he
would
said
know
he
that
didn't.
This would be like incredibly obvious, right? So this is
Yeah.
an option that I wouldn't necessarily go for. Then, like if I could do this subtly, I would do it.
Well, that's what the sleight of hand check would be for. It's to see how subtly you could try and have this spell go off.
Well,
Oh, you can
hard to
throw a
decide,
rock.
so-
Why don't you throw a rock?
I don't have. I've got a bag of ground glass on me.
Yeah, do that. Do that right in his face.
That's a little mean for this. I'm saving that for someone who I don't really like.
Pocket glass.
All right,
Pocket
Winthrop,
sand.
with
You
your
don't have
animal-
pocket sand?
Yeah. So Hollis, unfortunately, you were unable to prevent your person from grabbing their team's ribbons. So that is one more for Froghemoth. So 5 of them now have them. There are 2 that do not. Winthrop, with your animal handling, you are able to absolutely get in the way of one of their flyers and just, you're keeping your pterodon's wing basically in the rider's face, the way you're able to sort of fly and control it, so it prevents them from getting that ribbon.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
And Baka, unfortunately, with your roll, you swung and tried to get in the way of another person grabbing their ribbon, but it was not enough. They were able to get theirs. They made their roll. And with that, Thorn and Walker going for your ribbons. You both manage to get them in your grasp. And as you're flying through these buildings, the way the rings are held up, you can see the crowd is, right down, almost in your face, and they're throwing this colored powder and cheering and tossing, water and liquid at you, just as a way of cheering you on. And with that, all 7 of you have your ribbons, and you hear a very loud horn go off, and your birds turn and start flying towards the harbor.
I snatch a bottle of water out of the air.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh.
You do manage to get a bottle of water out of the air.
Make sure it isn't pissed.
There's still ice in the glass, too.
Hey! Now, this is the only way to race.
That's got to have style points.
But nobody saw it.
Well, no, the person who threw the drink up in the air saw it.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
no, I make sure
you see somebody
sees this.
leaping up and down and screaming at this point. And with that, you guys fly, you fly right over the Golden Dome, past the Temple of Savras, and you land down by the harbor. And, oh, wow, they did very well. Both the Snake team, as they had nobody to really harass them, and the Froghemus are very close behind you. And at this point, as you swoop towards the dry docks, the city behind you erupts into roaring cheers, and the Scalemaster points down the dock to a landing where one of 3 plesiosaurs with a large bamboo howdah waits for you. You guys dismount, quickly run across the docks, and a Chultan attendant boosts you aboard and hands you a pair of goggles and a harness with a netted satchel before raising his voice over the crowd. "Head to Nanbuso," he shouts. "Bricks stacked with your mascot lay at the bottom of the bay. Retrieve the bricks, take them to the warehouse district. Time to get wet!"
What, we're going underneath?
Sorry, Walker.
Yeah.
Wait, how are we going to survive?
Oh, no. Me and Olo, we got this.
Here we hold our breath.
And with that, your plesiosaur swims easily across the harbor out to the great statue out in the middle of the harbor. And you can see here, there is a race official standing at the base of the statue, and he just, is pointing down, and you can see the water around you is clear and calm, and about 60 feet down, you can see these large bricks. But as you arrive, you can hear him say, "Your symbol will be on the bricks you need to collect. Each of you needs to get one and bring it back up. Best of luck to you."
Yeah, we got that.
And so with that, each of you leap into the water, and the harness you're wearing, makes it fairly easy for you to swim down. And as you get down, you can see there are, dozens of these bricks down at the bottom. And you realize each one's about a foot, per side. So they're giant cubes, but they would fit perfectly into the netted satchel given to you by the attendants. And once they're in there, you'd be able to swim back up.
Okay, so what is this, a perception to find them?
It will be, first of all, each of you, so you're holding your breath, and you can each hold your breath for 1 minute plus your constitution modifier.
Except for the turtles, which can hold it for the hour.
Exactly.
So I get 14 plus or 15 minutes?
It's 1 plus your constitution modifier.
So 3 minutes. All right, I got to do this fast.
With a minimum of 30 seconds, I believe.
Yes. So what's everybody's time? How much time do they have?
3.
So, Beatrix, you have 3 minutes.
I have 2.
I've got a constitution modifier of 2, so is that 2 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
I have a con modifier of 1.
So you and I are 2 minutes.
All right.
Oh, poor kitty.
And Baka and Olo each have an hour. All right.
Dead
and
bricks.
you can see your opponents from both teams have caught up and are swinging down as well. So everybody give me an investigation check, please.
Oh no.
Whoops.
Yeah!
The curse of Beatrix strikes again!
So Beatrix, you look down and you pick up a brick, but you can see that the brick you picked up has a picture of the Jaculi on it. So you quickly drop it, and some silt sort of flies up. Winthrop, you quickly though manage to pick up a brick that has a picture of the snail on it, and you are able to put it into your back. Olo, you also, immediately you're drawn to one and you pick it up and it has a snail on it. Thorn, the one you pick up has a frog.
Wah, wah, wah.
Walker, you managed to get a snail. And
Just missed the.
And Baka, yours has a snake on it. And
Can I bury it?
Yeah, I'm burying mine.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
certainly
can
try
I-
and bury it, but that as you do, silt is sort of raised and strung up around you.
Oh,
And-
Thanks, guys.
I trust in our turtles.
And hang on, let me roll for the other teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Of the Jaculi, you can see that 4 of them have found their bricks and have started swimming up to the surface. And
Well, we could look to see the ones they left behind, since those are obviously more likely to be for us.
yeah, and 3 of the froghemoths have headed to the surface as well. All right, and so with that, Hollis, give me another investigation check.
That is another investigation check. Haha.
And you shove the one that you had first picked up down. It, some silt kind of flies in the air, but the next one you pick up has a snail on it, so you are able to swim up to the surface. Thorn.
Yep, another investigation.
Yep.
Oh, double 19.
And yeah, you very quickly, not enjoying this sort of wet area, you peer down and you manage to pick one up just as you can start to feel the burn in your lungs. And you are able to head up. And Beatrix.
No!
Unfortunately, you were standing a little too close to Hollis, so some of the sand and silt that was lifted up when he tried to bury his, unfortunately got in your eyes. So you managed to pick up another one that has a froghemoth symbol on it. And Baka. Now you peer down and you carefully look around, but again, the one you pick up has a snake on it.
It's the same one, isn't it?
It probably is the same one. And with that, on the other teams...
Oh, while I'm underwater and not visible to anyone, I'm going to minor illusion up a froghemoth symbol.
Don't.
No?
No, I need that money, god damn it.
All right, fine.
You see 2 more members of Team Jaculi head up, so there's only 1 person left down there who's looking, and another 2 from Froghemoth, so there are still 2 of them left as well. All right, and so Beatrix, your lungs are starting to feel a bit burny. You're wondering if you might have to head up to take another breath soon, but give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna power through this.
Yay!
Yay!
You take a moment, you calm yourself, you remember some of your favorite writings and teachings, and instinctively pick up a brick, and you can see that it has a flail snail on it. So you are able to put it into your
That old saying, you know, when you find yourself at the bottom of a harbor, don't.
All right, I will be putting it in my net and going back up.
Right, and with that,
The wise man knows that the correct brick is always in the last place you look.
Baka, you're feeling fine. You can breathe just fine, but the silt and the air and everything else down here it's a little overwhelming. And so once again, you managed to pick up the wrong brick.
Any chance? Oh, no, I'm already on my way up because I can't breathe.
Didn't Olo already find his?
He did. Are you going back down, Olo?
Sorry, that was a misclick on my side. I'm sorry.
There is nothing preventing you from going back down. And for team
Except
one,
for speed.
Help him, help him!
the Jakuli team, their seventh person makes it up and is swimming away.
We can't let those assholes beat us! I need the money!
And there's still one left of the froghemoths down there. So, Baka, give me an investigation check.
Yes!
With that, you are able to pick up the flail snail just in your anger and your calmness, but you grab it, throw it into your net, and immediately head up. And the last froghemoth person doesn't make it. So it is you guys, and the Jakulis are heading back in. The rest of your team, after what seems like an eternity, Baka rockets to the top of the water and just, belying his large form, gracefully leaps onto the back of your plesiosaur, and you guys head back into the dry docks, into the warehouse district. And you guys hit the dry dock area, and you can see a trio of swarthy smiths who just these massive arms have, hammers resting on their shoulders and anvils that have been wrapped in the team's colors at their feet. And they are currently smashing the bricks of the Jakuli team. And so you hit the ground, race over to the anvil marked with your purple sash, and you start placing your bricks on top of the anvil, and shards of these bricks go flying as the hammers come down, and you can see there are small metal plates that are inside of these bricks, and you can see there are letters that are coming out of them, and every time it smashes down, you start to see a different letter. And you can see just behind these anvils, there are triceratops that have been chained up, and they have locks on them. And in front of these locks is, places where these letters can be filled in to figure out the word that needs to be put in order to unlock your lock to get your team on your dinosaur. And with that, the froghemoth team comes up behind you. And so of the 7 bricks you have, these are the letters that have come out.
Okay, word puzzles.
Oh, this is either really good or really bad for me.
Well, it has to be 7 letters unless each one of us has more than one.
Yeah. As these things are coming in, I stack them up and we run towards the locks because, and we're examining the lock. Is there like a riddle on them?
There's no riddle. There are just the 7 spots.
What are the letters?
He's typing them out, I'm assuming.
And what do we do with this?
Figure out the word.
All right.
Can we do like an entire...
Yeah,
bunkers.
Holy shit,
Baka
Lorne!
quickly looks at them and recognizes that it is the slang term for dinosaurs, honkers. And
Hey,
you guys
wisdom
are...
is my, spellcasting modifier.
Man, rain turtle over here.
Damn right. Holy shit.
And as you say that, the official that's standing beside is almost just starting to give you the instructions. And the smith is now it's congratulations. And
Yeah, let's get on with this.
Yeah.
I made up for the fact that it took me forever to get the piece.
Yeah. And so clambering on the back of your Triceratops, you see there is another howdah, which is like a canopy. And you see there's one set of reins, but you can also see there's a half dozen shields and bullwhips.
Oh.
And the race official says, one must steer, the rest can defend or attack the competition.
Okay, so I have a proficiency with vehicles. I get a +4.
You drive.
So that's my handle animal's 5. What's your vehicle? 4?
Is it handle animal or is it a land vehicle?
This will be animal handling.
Oh, okay, yeah, you go animal handling.
Can anyone do better than 5?
No.
Animal handling? No.
Okay,
I have
then.
a 0.
I guess I'm driving.
Yeah.
I have 3 on animal handling.
Same here.
All right, lads, get those shields. We're off! And I'll crack the whip before everybody's completely sat down.
All right, so give me an animal handling check, Winthrop.
And with, what's the inspirations? D4?
D6. 6.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's better than 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Triceratops, moves but doesn't dash out at a thunderous pace. But, building speed up through the streets, your dinosaur's gait, makes it difficult for everybody else to stand. And close on your heels, you can see the Jakuli team is coming out of the warehouse as well.
How did they catch up?
They did really well getting their bricks.
Yeah.
And one of them has strapped on the oval shields to his arm and looks to be readying the thick bullwhip to lash at your mount.
I'm already there. I'm already ready to go. Bring it.
Too.
So,
Yeah, me too.
For each
If the
of
mind
you,
is willing, but the flesh will go on and on without many things.
So you have a choice, and you have to declare it to me at the top of the round now. Are you going to attack or defend? If you attack, you use your bullwhip to try and strike your opponent's dinosaur, which can give their driver disadvantage on his animal handling check. Or you can try and defend against them attacking your mount for Winthrop's animal handling check.
Are we attacking with the bullwhip?
Yes.
And his bullwhip finesse, yeah.
Bullwhip is dexterity and finesse.
Okay.
I'll be attacking.
I will defend.
Top of each rounder.
How does it?
I should
Okay,
attack
so let me
He shouldn't be driving. He shouldn't be attacking.
So Winthrop, you are driving. So for this round, Hollis, are you going to attack or defend?
That entirely depends. What does the bullwhip count for proficiency?
Yeah, Bart's have proficiency with whips.
Yeah, they should. It's a simple weapon.
All right, so I'll be rolling rapier for this, just because.
To attack, you can just use a strength or dexterity check. They've really simplified it.
All right, well, attacking it is. And I'm going for the mount. All
right, and they do not defend against that. So you have one hit. Thorn, are you attacking or defending?
Attacking.
Attacking? Give me a strength or dexterity check.
Shouldn't we all defend if it only takes one attack to give the guy disadvantage? Shouldn't everybody else defend now?
Yeah, everybody else defend.
So Thorn, with that attack, they are able to defend and block you. So your whip snaps against this hide shield.
Right.
And Walker Bow, are you attacking or defending?
Well, it's just the one attack to grant the disadvantage. They don't stack, right?
That is correct.
All right, yeah, I'll defend then. That's a dex or strength?
Your choice.
Dex! I'm Dexy and I know it. Oh, I am not Dexy.
You ever see a cat in a moving car? It's that.
And So with that, there is one of their attacks that gets past your shield and strikes the hide, and you can feel the dinosaur shudder.
Sorry, guys.
Beatrix.
Defense and strength, please.
Now I don't think it really matters. We both have disadvantage.
Also, I also have the Sentinel feat, but I'm not sure if that would play into this at all.
Not so much in this one. So that is enough to block one of theirs. I'm just going to speed this up and say you guys both got a hit in. So, Winthrop, you give me a roll with disadvantage.
Damn it!
Ah, too bad.
All right, and with that, the other team, do they make their roll?
They have disadvantage too.
They do, and they do not make their roll. All right, so Baka, do you want to attack or defend?
I'm going to defend.
Wait for the frog mouth. We should attack them if they try and sneak past both of us.
And Olo, are you going to attack or defend?
I'm gonna go on the defend with dexterity.
Okay. Hollis, this round, are you going to attack or defend?
I'm going to take up my music box, put it in the front of the howdah in order to give us a soundtrack, and I'm going to attack.
Okay. Thorn, are you going to attack or defend this round?
Attack.
And Walker, attack or defend?
Let's try defending again. Hopefully I can do a bit better.
And Beatrix, attack or defend?
Better!
I will attack.
So, Baka.
I would like to point out that Thorn hasn't done anything.
I critted!
I haven't rolled yet.
You haven't rolled yet. Yeah, Thorn, it starts with Baka and goes to Olo just from the way the last round went. So Baka, with that, they failed as well. So your defense is enough. They actually do not get past your defenses. Olo, you also block. And Hollis, you manage to, your attack gets through. Walker, Bo, your defense is good. Beatrix, your attack gets through.
Yay! Does a crit help for anything?
It does not. It basically guarantees you a successful hit.
You need an attack for me?
No, you guys have already gotten 2 attacks, so you're good. So, and with that, they had 1, 2, 3, 4. So they managed to get a hit in because there were too few of you defending. So make me another animal handling check with disadvantage.
Hey!
Still managed to make it, so you have made it through the first leg of the race. The Jaculis, they succeed. They still managed to keep up with you.
Even with disadvantage?
Yeah, they rolled well as well.
Oh, it's a race now, and I crank up the music box.
How about everyone else defend and I will attack?
And Froghemoth is doing just fine because nobody's attacking them, so they are actually going to catch up to you guys as well. All right, so Hollis, are you going to attack or defend?
I'll defend this time.
And
dexterity.
Thorn, attack or defend?
Guess I'll defend too.
And Walker, attack or defend? And you can attack either team now.
I'm going to try attacking the other guys. I can't remember the name.
Froghemoths.
Froghemoths. I'm going to try going for the Froghemoths. So I see him sneaking up, and I was like, no, bitches! Ah.
And Beatrix, you're attacking?
I will attack.
Okay. And Baka, attacking or defending?
Defending. I have the big shell. Oh, come on!
And Olo, attacking or defending?
Well, Baka's on the defense. I'm gonna go on the offense. With dexterity, sorry.
And are you attacking Froghemoth or the Jaculi?
Which one looks more shaken up?
At this point, the Jaculi's been hit more than the Froghemoths. They have not been hit at all.
Hey, let's pile on. Jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
Sorry.
All right. Hollis, you managed to defend. Thorn, you managed to defend. Walker, you managed to get your attack through on the Froghemoths. Beatrix, you do not. And Baka, you do not manage to defend. And Olo, you do not manage to attack. So the Jaculis are unaffected. The Froghemoths do not make their roll. The Jaculis do. So the Jaculis move on to the next stage. Winthrop, you got hit once, so give me a roll with disadvantage, please.
That's not bad. Even.
It is not bad, but it is not enough. You are slightly falling behind the Jaculis.
I shout forward, remember your snake moves, boys!
And they turn and they actually start doing some of the sort of the hissing and the movements that they're waving kind of snarkily back at you. And the crowd is, just sort of laughing and screaming. All right. Next round. Hollis, attacking or defending?
That's a good question. Can I reach the Jaculi?
Yes, with your whip you can.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to throw this one in their face. There we go.
Okay. Thorn, attacking or defending?
Attacking. Same idea.
Are you attacking the Froghemoths or the Jaculis?
Jaculis, if I can.
Okay. All right. And Walker, attacking or defending?
Can I still reach the Froghemoths?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, while everyone's focusing on the ones ahead of us, I'm going to focus on the ones behind us, and I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Andy, are you, tapping your microphone or something?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry about the, let me...
Beatrix, attacking or defending?
Defense.
Baka, attacking or defending?
Defense.
And Olo, attacking or defending?
Well, I failed with dexterity. I'm going to go with the attack with strength.
You can defend with strength too.
Or dex,
And considering we probably hit both of them, defending is probably a better option.
Yeah, defending is a better option.
All right. I'll take the defense for this one.
All right, you guys managed to hit both.
Get that shell in there.
Beatrix, you managed to defend. You guys all defend, so roll with a straight roll, please.
Yay!
All right. Oh, come on!
Luckily, all three of you failed, so you are all kind of neck and neck, but you are moving around, and you can see the finish line in sight.
All right, we go with two. We try and attack them once. The otherwise, we're defending.
Right now, the Jaculis have a slight lead over you guys. So, now with this one, I want you guys to announce before you roll, so that way you guys don't have any sort of advantage or edge. So, Hollis, are you attacking or defending?
Okay. Should we defend or should we attack?
Mostly defense, I think. Maybe one or two people should attack.
We should do one attack against each team, and then the rest defend.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to attack the Jaculi. The next person that has a really good score should attack the Froghemoth, and then everyone else, unless you want me to defend.
It's up to you. I mean, you are first, so you might as well try and get your crack at the Jaculi. We'll go first. First two are attacks. Everyone else defends. Yeah. And however Patrick brings us up.
Okay.
Okay. So Hollis, are you attacking or defending? Don't roll. Don't roll.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I will attack.
Okay. Thorn, are you attacking or defending?
I'll defend.
Walker, attacking or defending?
Attacking the Froghemoths.
Beatrix, attacking or defending?
Defense.
Baka, attacking or defense? And Olo?
Defense.
Okay. So, Hollis, give me your roll.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad, but it is defended. Thorn, roll me your defense.
I mistakenly rolled it up there, but I'll do it
Yeah,
again.
so
if
roll
you'd
it
like.
again. All right. Oh, that is just enough to defend against. Walker, roll me your attack against the Froghemoth.
Oh.
That is defended as well. Beatrix, roll me your defense. That is good. Baka, roll me a defense as the Froghemoth attack. The attack gets through. And Olo, roll me your defense. Your shield is easily able to block off the whip. And the Froghemoths also attack the Jaculis. Ooh, okay. So the Jaculis roll with disadvantage and don't make it. The Froghemoths are going. Roll me with disadvantage, Winthrop.
Big money, big money, big money, no whammy. If this doesn't work, we're pushing the 2 turtles out the back.
Push them off for speed.
Oh.
That is enough. Winthrop, you managed to bear down, and it is you and the Froghemoths who are neck and neck coming through to the finish line. This next roll is going to decide everything, because you guys are basically crossing at a tie. This is between only the 2 drivers.
Jump into their legs, boys. I'll say to the turtles.
All right, we gotta go pretty much on the defensive here.
No, it's just drivers at this point.
Just
Yeah,
drivers.
it's just drivers.
You guys are trading paint.
Winthrop.
Oh.
Wait, that's acrobatics.
Oh, sweet. Come on.
Yeah!
Yes.
That defeats their driver's roll, not by much. They got an 18. But with that, and to the screaming throngs, the flail snail purple team in your shimmering outfits crosses under the bridge and the gate of Takari Anchorage, and you guys manage to come through in first place.
Woo!
Woo!
Very nice.
And so with that, I mean, the crowds are going wild. You can see the merchant princes and everybody else up top, sort of raising their glasses and celebrating. You guys are moved down to one of the side streets. You are, sent in back to your change rooms, and they said, the ceremony will be in a few minutes. Go get changed. You can celebrate. We'll all be out here. And you can just feel the town almost sort of rocking and shaking as people are screaming.
Nice.
Hell yes. I'm keeping my purple uniform on, but I'm retrieving my guitar.
I'm leaving my shell painted the way it is.
So if
My
Olo is
loincloth just fell away.
Oh,
Whoa.
All right. Olo and Walker, give me performance checks, please.
Oh, okay. I have to actually roll for this.
As Olo says he's doing a spinneroonie on his shell, and
Performance. Oh,
Walker Bow is
this gonna suck.
breakdancing.
Doesn't suck.
You do a pretty passable robot, and you're moving with grace and style, and somebody manages to throw a piece of cardboard down on the ground, and both of you manage to break down, and the crowd appreciates it, and you have some coins thrown in your direction.
They
How much?
both got
Somebody
a
needs
16
to
on the
take
die
Olo
there.
up.
How much?
Baka, help me up. I can't get it from this position.
And all
for
told, you
God's
guys
I'll help 'em
find a dozen gold thrown in your direction by drunken bettors and the wealthy from above.
if Olo's going drunken master, are we gonna wake up one morning to find the kids using him like a carousel on the street?
Maybe.
The Olo
let
and
me make a
Walker
note
split
of
what they
that.
find.
All right, and so as you guys change and fasten the last of your gear back in place, all manner of people, from the wealthy merchants to the homeless in Malar's throat, fill the streets surrounding the elevated platforms near the dinosaur pens. Embellished rumor and tall tales already circulate the crowd about the goings-on in the race when a tall, broad-shouldered Chultan, the race marshal, calls for quiet. Whether first place or show, these racers prove they embodied the strength and fearlessness of our Nabuso. And the crowd chants in unison, Nabuso! And smiling, he continues, and Chult rewards those who face fear and best it. Step forward, warriors, and collect your prize. And with that, he turns and smiles and...
Please say my mother bet on us.
Well, you'll find out.
They bet Froghemoth.
And he just says, first place, 400 gold. Naughty, naughty.
Totally worth it.
But he also hands you a large trophy. And, he drops the purse inside the trophy itself. And there's a smaller trophy that he gives, which is silver, to the second place team, and a copper-colored trophy, which he hands to the third place. And as this is, going on, the crowd around is erupting and you hear cheering. But then beyond that, you hear what sounds like a wave of screaming overtake the cheers.
Oh, for God's sake. Of course.
Yonti. It's Yonti.
It sounds like something is coming down from the animal pens as people are pushing and are stampeding past you. A frenzy of squawk and caw, are taking place somewhere down the road. And so as this is all happening, you can feel, the platform that you're on start to shake and, almost collapse. So everybody give me a dexterity save, please.
And favored enemy beasts. Can I use my survival check to hear or kind of think or feel how many are coming?
Yeah. Give me a roll.
Nice.
All you can hear and see right now are screaming people, but the word that you can sort of hear and make out and pick out and you can feel, it's you just hear the word zombies and dinosaurs sort of mentioned in the same breath.
Zombinosaurs.
Is there anything I can jump up on?
Well, you guys are already on the raised platform that is starting to fall down. There are some buildings that are going to be nearby. But you can see the other teams are looking a little panicked as well. And
okay, as soon as I can, I make for the nearest building and scramble up so I can try and get a better vantage on what's coming.
Okay. And so with your rolls, Baka, Thorn, and that is it. The rest of you actually managed to leap off and hit the ground, or in Walker Bow's case, leap to the side of the building. But Thorn and Baka, you are jostled by some of the other teams as they sort of panic and run, and you guys manage to fall to the ground, and you take 6 bludgeoning damage as the scaffolding around you collapses.
Where's our Triceratops?
Back in the animal pen.
Because
remember we got like changed and stuff?
Yeah. Hell, where's our T-Rex?
And so as you climb up the wall, Walker, you can see and you can hear the screams of what sounds like a child are clearly coming from the animal pens down here.
Mm-hmm. I don't really see anything yet, or just aside from the massive teeming people?
You see a massive teeming people. You don't see anybody or any creatures coming that way. Whatever's going on, you get the sense that it's happening inside that animal pen, but the walls are a good 30 feet high, so you can't see over top of them.
All right, I'm going to give a piercing whistle and just motion towards the animal pens, and I'm just going to start leaping across the rooftops, heading down that way.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm running.
following her.
I'm running underneath people's legs. I'm short. I'll make it.
Yeah.
Shields out! Move along, boom!
Through the crowd.
We
Hello,
have gotten
dear.
our stuff back already, so I'm fully equipped, and I'm just
Me too.
I'm bowling through people because I'm a big turtle, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna pass around me. They're not gonna be able to push me over.
Giant turtles coming through.
Everybody hide behind the two turtles. They'll make way for us.
Okay, give me strength checks, you guys. The two turtles.
Do I need to do any Dexy thing for the rooftops, or am I good?
Are
Do
you
I
going
get
to try and run
advantage
along
because
the
I'm
rooftops?
450 pounds minimum?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like jump and leap and scramble across the rooftops towards the pens.
I'll do
Oh,
similar.
come on!
We have the feline agility too, as Tabaxi.
That is horrifying.
I can't roll something over a 10. I swear.
That is horrifying, Nabil.
Yeah.
Oops.
Do you want me to roll an acrobatics, Patrick, or?
Yes, roll in acrobatics.
Okay. And
I don't know. I think it's okay.
yeah, I'm Dexy, and I know it.
So with that, Olo is easily able to just sort of plow through, but
Out of my way.
Baka, you are almost overwhelmed by just the sheer number of people, and you see a couple of children, so you don't actually want to shove them too hard. Thorn, you're behind these two and moving quite well. Walker, you are jumping from building to building as they are all in fairly close proximity around here, and you find it fairly straightforward to get to where you need to be.
Cool, so I get to the animal pens, and what do I see with my feline eyes? Not okay, corral.
Whatever it is, it's not okay.
Why is
Now-
Olo dead?
I don't know. You guys need to fix your health up.
Well, no, I took 6 damage, so that's not at full.
Yeah, but Olo is not at 6 damage.
When did
Olo-
Olo
Olo has 0 health. Is it
change
trying to
to
look at the old
I'm at
sheets?
15.
change to?
Yeah, you just need to adjust your health bar there, buddy.
Why does Olo look like a brain dead pufferfish?
I got it.
There you go.
Look at all that help.
I kind of forgot to change that. Yeah, I'll do it next session.
Oh, this is interesting. If I want to say that Hollis has 200 health, Hollis has 200 health.
Nice try.
Yeah, okay.
How fast do you want to meet a Tarask?
Pretty
At
fast,
200 health, I
actually.
think I'd be okay.
Yeah, for about
Walker,
a round.
Walker's
couple
gonna
rounds,
write
yeah.
it.
Everybody else
Scramble
is
up
dead
his
the
back.
first round, but
All right, so you guys can see as you get to the animal pens that the fence separating two nearby enclosures has buckled as a group of dinosaurs lumber in slow pursuit of a terrified little Chultan girl. She is attempting to ward off the beasts with a pole tipped with a blunt iron hook, and though slow, they are blocking the child's only escape through the gate. The beast's eyes, you can actually see Walker Bow, appear cloudy, and their movements are very, very stilted. They are clearly the undead.
All right.
Really identifying themselves conveniently. as
Would
undead.
I have been able to guidance self before this? Before we ran up here?
No, but you could do it now.
So
Outside
with
of
me,
initiative?
No, we're going to roll initiative now, so you'll be doing it just in order. So yeah, so you'd be able to have, you'd have to wait for your turn order to cast guidance.
So
Okay,
am
then
I?
I'm not going to do it because I was going to do it to try and gain a bonus on initiative.
Am I on top of the roof or on top of the wall since I was going along the roofs? Or
Yep, you'd be on top of the wall.
perfect. Can I put myself up there, or do you want to do it? Okay.
so sorry, I have to click on my icon and then
Does everyone else see Olo as having decimal initiative?
Yes.
Yes. He put the tiebreaker marker.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I accessed the settings on my character sheet just so, this doesn't happen.
And also, Patrick, can I tell what kind of undead dinosaurs are there? And am I able, as a free action, to like shout it out to my comrades as they come up?
Sure,
Well,
you can see there's
velociraptors.
there's one giant ankylosaurus, so a four-legged dinosaur that has a huge club-like tail, and then 4 of the velociraptors, which are the smaller dinosaurs that you guys fought in the games just the other night.
Okay.
Do they look familiar?
No.
No,
They look familiar as that type of dinosaur, but
yeah. Not like, hey, we fought these guys before. So yeah, I just kind of yell. I don't think I can yell at like numbers, so I'm just going to yell out, "Dinosaurs, undead!"
Like,
should
wow,
Madara also be on here?
That's a Chilton girl.
I know.
yeah, she's just backing away and swinging with her stick. She's not necessarily part of the action.
Why is Olo's initiative 15.15?
Because he has the tiebreaker box click, so it rolls it with the rounding thing.
Okay.
All right, so top of the order is Thorn.
All right.
So in front of you, you see a gate that is closed but has small bars so you can see through, and then the walls are a good 30 feet high.
And the gates are shut?
The gates
climb
are
up the walls.
How do they
As a
get
dash,
in?
I can climb up walls. I think I have 30 feet of movement.
The gate's right there. You could push them open, but they are closed right now. They're only about 10 feet tall.
Okay, so as an action, I can just push them open?
Yes. Give me a strength check. You strain at these, and when you get to them, you can see that they are, quite heavily reinforced gates. So your strength, you're pushing and it takes a little more effort to open it up than you would have thought, but you do manage to finally force it open, but it takes up a fair bit of your movement. But you do get it open, and so you're there, and so you can see the one large zombie and then the 4 smaller zombies staggering their way towards the young girl. What would you like to do?
Is the girl, how large is she? Is she carryable if I were to run up to her?
She is. She's a, you'd guess from about here, she's about, 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, I don't think I have movement, though, to get to her.
You don't. You used up all your movement pushing this and straining to open the gate.
Don't you get a movement thing for being tabaxi?
Yeah,
That's
he could use his
true. I
taxi
could go
swiftly.
bolting forward.
Yeah, you can just dash. Grab her, dash back.
I could grab her and maybe climb up the wall with her.
Yeah, you could try that.
That'd be pretty epic.
How little is she?
Yeah,
like
alright.
5, 10.
She was about 7 years old, so she's
Okay, yeah,
small.
she could do. Yeah, you could.
She could hang
Theoretically.
around my neck, right?
Theoretically.
Oh,
I mean, they are
okay.
moving
What should I
slow, so you could just bring her back out the door.
They don't move that slow.
yeah, it might be safer if I just go to there.
Hide behind the little girl.
The
You can move
brakes
your
are
turn
on.
and combat. You can double your speed until the end of the turn. So does that mean if I take a dash, I can... How far can I go if I take a... Well, I guess I'm wondering what I can do and what I can't do.
If you
I-
dash, you can go 120.
90? 120, okay.
Okay, well...
So your
picking
basic
her up
movement
and,
was used up trying to force open
climbing-
the gate.
climbing out of
so-
reach.
Okay, so first of all, give me a strength check to try and pick up the girl. So you managed to pick her up, and are you just heading straight towards the back wall?
Yeah, and I'll try to get high enough up so I'm out of reach.
Okay,
15, 20 feet if I can.
This is a stone wall, and with this girl on your back, So give me an athletics check to climb.
But he has a climbing speed.
Yeah,
Still
but I mean,
gonna-
he's got
it's
a
still-
weight, and it's concrete, so he's not going to be able to find an easy purchase.
Yeah.
Crit!
And so, yeah, you managed to get a good 15 feet up the wall with this child on your back, and she is, happy, but still, sort of screaming aloud, but definitely sort of thrilled at the speed you moved.
And climbing on the back of a cat.
And like
Soft,
everyone else,
sweetie.
you now don't know how to get down.
And Baka, you are up.
All right. Okay. First things first, I'm going to tell everyone, don't attack them unless they get closer to me.
Okay.
I'm going to move 30 feet to there. Just double check what spells I have prepared because I don't remember.
Marry them.
They're not humanoids, so I can't do that. Also, I'm going to healing word myself because I'm hurt. So that gives me a bit more help. And then I am going to give you a very hard time, Patrick. I am going to show my shield, which has my holy symbol on it, and I'm going to say, "Get back, you foul beasts." DC's 13.
All right.
Right. Back it up, undead.
Beep, beep, beep.
I figure first we get the girl out of there, then we kill the zombies. Although
No. We can seal them inside the pen, assuming there's no other animals in here.
Then we
And
can
then
just
they can have
shoot
zombie
arrows.
dinosaur range.
At some point, we need to say, "Come on, let's get out of here" as well.
Oh
You can just
no!
throw a Molotov cocktail in.
Walker wants them dead. She ain't leaving until they're dead.
So one raptor has succeeded.
And with that, Winthrop, you are up.
Only 3 went? No, I mean only 3.
Oh yeah,
had
it's
to
only
do-
within 30 feet of
Only
me.
within
Oh.
30 feet.
Well, let's see here. That is. Oh no, I get 3 of them. I wouldn't get. Oh no, I would get the 4th. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes, I didn't even think of measuring. I need 2 more saves. A failure. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to Hunter's Mark.
And a success. Okay, so 2 of the raptors are not afraid.
One of the raptors isn't afraid. The 21.
So the 2 raptors that still you can see keep their eye on you and turn and stare and you make these like little
Yep, and I'll
clucking sounds.
pull up
That one
Yep, and a big bow.
and that one.
And we're gonna shoot him.
Yay!
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
Right, your arrow strikes true, but the zombie staggers, but is still on its feet. It just hisses, but it's almost like a groan hiss, like.
Ew.
Allergies. Tropics.
Okay, done.
Olo.
All right, so I'm just confirming. We're trying to save the girl. Do we have to?
What?
Never mind. Just
If she
thinking out loud.
dies, it's not like we were told to save her, but we're being nice people.
Dude! Of course
Oh,
we're
that-
saving the
Oh,
kid.
being nice. That's
saving the kid.
Apparently that's a thing. Okay.
Just remember, Zombie 1 and Zombie 4 are currently not frightened. The rest are.
Okay, I'm gonna make myself a distraction. Get both of them out of there while they are attacking me, I'm hoping. And I'm gonna go into dodge mode.
All right.
That's my action.
So Olo stumbles and staggers forward, and is wavy on his feet, but you can see that it's almost mesmerizing and very dance-like in its own way. And the Ankylosaurus zombie, you can, on its turn, no reactions.
Runs away.
All right, it does. It moves and starts heading over this way, so you can actually get an attack of opportunity, Olo, if you wish.
Let it go.
Oh, no. Yes,
Remember,
please.
I said don't attack them unless they move towards me.
Oh, wait, you did. Ah, crap.
Doesn't mean
okay,
he's
no.
listening. He's listening.
I was very
Well,
clear on giving my instructions.
He did say that, and he was standing next to me when he said that, so yeah, I'm still in dodge.
All right, yep. So the Ankylosaurus turns and staggers and simply moves as far away as it can, almost straight backwards. As do a couple of the little velociraptors immediately just sort of turn and flee off into this side of the pen as well.
But they get to act after Hollis.
Nope, they're before Hollis.
No, Velociraptor 4 is before
Oh,
Hollis.
4 is right. I gave them all individual ones. So number 4, who is not afraid, he is actually going to come down after you, Olo.
I'm not afraid.
Stare into the iris.
And he's going to try and bite you and then come at you with his claws. And he manages only to get his mouth around one of your legs, and you take 3 piercing damage.
No, because he has disadvantage because he dodged.
Oh, that is correct. 12, that is a miss and a fail. Yeah, you managed to avoid both of them. I always forget the dodge action. Hollis.
Okay. Also gonna pop in here.
Just gonna pop in and see what's
Just
happening.
gonna pop in. It's like, ooh, look at this place. Wow, all right. And well, I'm not sure if this even is gonna work, but I look at the this Velociraptor right here, and I say, really? You can't even bite a drunk? What's wrong with you? Duh! Not listening.
It just cocks its head at you and just...
I think that was the one that crit on my save.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Undead dinosaurs, it's not my specialty. What can I say?
All right, so Velociraptor Zombie 3 runs away. Walker Bow up on the wall.
Okay, so I see that Thorn has the girl. I don't have to worry about her right now. And we have a dinosaur within 5 feet of an enemy. Sneaky. So I'm going to stay up on the roof. I'm pretty sure I can hit. Yeah, 40 feet, I can do that. So I'm going to go in with my short bow.
I'm pretty sure Shortbow has something like 320 feet range.
With disadvantage, it's got I think it's like what 80 feet regular regular range.
Yeah,
If
no,
you
it
can
says
see
it
it.
says
You
right
can probably hit it.
Yeah.
Your
Does that hit?
arrow strikes true. Roll your damage.
Shoot it in the cloaca.
So that is 9 total because the 1 is the sneak damage.
And with that, it is flung, across the ground and just falls to the ground and does not get back up. It fails its save. Are you taking any movement?
I Yeah, I'm going to move. My feline agility doesn't double your speed, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to move 60 feet. 5, 10. Just around here, just so I'm closer to Thorn and the girl to kind of like help her get out once he climbs all the way up. Because he's like halfway up kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll still be in the vicinity, so if he needs a hand with her, I'm there.
I can throw her up to you. I'm sure she'll like that.
Here, catch.
Yeah, so I get off one shot and I run around and yeah.
All right, and this little Velociraptor is going to charge at Olo.
That's 2, not 1.
Picky.
Yeah.
I'm just being, that's the wrong one.
That's the littlest Velociraptor.
And
Come
this
on, Hollis, sing the
Velociraptor
song.
went to the market.
Maybe tomorrow.
But again, your dodging and weaving is just clearly not allowing this Velociraptor to get a good beat on you, and both of those attacks miss.
Who taught Olo how to drink? They should keep it up.
You're welcome.
So number 2 runs away back up there. Beatrix.
Okie dokies, I cannot run 5... Oh, wait. I have the sentinel feat, so I will go... So I'll just do a dash. And I'll get, like... here...
Oh no, I don't learn another cantrip yet. Okay.
Yeah, so I will... Yes, I will sword and shield out, dash up to here.
All right. Thorn.
I will... Is this a wall, or is this some sort of... Can I bring the girl
It is a wall.
up to the top of something?
It is a 30-foot wall. You are currently halfway up the wall.
So is she... Can I deposit her on top, or do I need to take her over the other side?
You need to get another 15 feet up before you can deposit her. So give me another athletics check.
Yeah, I'm there. So like once you get her up there, like she's got me, keep an eye on her.
Yeah, make sure she doesn't try any funny business.
I'm just thinking more like not fall off the wall.
Yeah, with that, you're not able to make any ground on that as she is, throwing your balance off. So you're able to get another, 5 feet up, but you're not able to make it all the way to the top.
All right. Well, I'm as a tabaxi on a wall.
Yeah, you didn't fall, but you didn't move forward.
Yep.
Baka.
All right, we're going to move up. 30 feet to there. Okay, this is where the fun begins. How are we going to kill this thing? You know what?
With violence.
I want to try out my new cantrip because I swapped it out. Oh. Why is that not clicking properly?
Yeah, you're having problems with clicking cantrip attacks. Same problem I keep having with Vicious Mockery.
Toll the Dead.
Yeah. Although, oh crap! They'll take less damage.
Toll the Dead.
It takes no damage still. All right, you know what? That's okay.
So the sound of bells go off, and you can hear them, Beatrix and Olo, but the raptor does not seem to be affected by it.
The bells come out of his shell.
Damn, you can just store, like, everything in there.
Anything else?
Possibly, yes. Let me look here.
Didn't you know his shell is smaller on the outside?
What is Olo's AC currently?
17.
All right. In that case, then, yeah, we're definitely gonna do this. It's now 19.
Thank you, because I'm going to do one more thing that's going to boost my AC up immensely.
That's okay. I also moved up, so the ones that are afraid have to run away further.
Winthrop.
Booster AC Bigley.
Okay, so we're still attacking. Does number 1 here have cover? Or
He does, because he is behind Olo and Beatrix for you, so he's got half cover right now.
I don't have anything that stops his cover, right?
The sharpshooter stops half cover. You ignore half and 3/4 cover.
Yeah, you ignore everything but full if you have sharpshooter.
But we're only level...
No,
Aren't you a
sharpshooter.
variant human?
Yeah, you're a variant
I did
human.
get sharpshooter. Yes, I did.
I mean, if you're gonna go human, you usually go variant.
Yes. Okay, so he's gonna get a... The 4s.
All right, yes, your arrow strikes true, and it moves him back and grabs his feet again, but he is still up and hissing.
And I guess I'll move up. And then I'm done.
Olo! You've got one velociraptor on a skewer in front of you, and then the other ones are off in the other pen.
How big is the velociraptor?
It's quite small. It's slightly larger than a chicken.
Well, I'm 6 feet.
Really? I would have thought it'd be like the size of a small dog.
Yeah.
No, they describe them as very, very small in the
Can we
book.
kick them?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
thinking
now
sort of like you're thinking a Jurassic Park Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Which are
Oh, no,
Utah
those
Raptors.
were,
Utah Raptors.
They're
Yeah.
velocichickens. Velocigalids.
So yeah, compared to you, they are tiny creatures.
I mean, being 6 feet tall and 600 pounds, yeah.
Why don't you just fall back on it?
I'm thinking, is this thing, can we eat this?
It's undead.
It's undead.
That doesn't answer my question.
Could you? Yes. Should you? No.
The meat is off.
You'd have to boil it for a long time.
Alright, fine. I'm just gonna, attack it conventionally with my claws.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Sorry, I just realized I get one more attack as a monk.
That's a bonus action, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you need to roll your attack.
No, that's a
So
7 hit.
That one misses, unfortunately. Your first one strikes true, though, and knocks it back. And it falls, but then it kind of staggers and stands back up.
I'm hoping it, when I hit it, I hit it hard enough. It flew into Baka, knocking it out, falling on the ground, and getting back up.
Yeah, it skittered across, but yeah, it staggers back to its feet and just kind of hisses again.
I pretty much reply back, your mom.
And the Ankylosaurus, seeing Baka, moves away and is almost into the back corner.
That's right.
Hollis.
I haven't actually decided what I want to do with Hollis here yet. I guess, if nothing else, then I can kind of move level to the situation here, just kind of get a straight view kind of into this area. Yeah, sure. I'll say, way to keep on your feet, no feet, and hit him with another vicious mockery. And I am rather unfortunate. Okay, so that one made it, but DC 12. I gotta fix that.
Why?
And-
Isn't your save DC 12?
Yeah, my Constitution's only like 14. Or sorry, my Charisma is only 15. Only a +2 bonus.
Yeah, 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 12.
Yeah. Again,
So
I
it's
need to
correct.
fix that. Yeah. It's correct, I just don't like it.
And Walker Bow. From up where you are, give me a... What's your passive?
Oh, did that kill it?
It did. It fell to the ground and did not get back up. Give me a
Whee!
perception check from where you are, Walker.
I see nothing.
You do not. So you are on top of the wall. You've got Thorn, who's climbing up and starting to struggle a little bit. What would you like to do?
How far? Like Thorn's only like halfway up, right? I can't like reach down and help him.
He's about 10 feet down from you right now.
Yeah, so like reaching down is not really an option.
You'd be able to climb down and
grab the
probably
girl
give him an
and climb back.
assist to help him climb up on his next turn.
Well, because I was thinking like move over so like I'm right directly over top,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe like throw down a rope and like tie one end to
Rope.
myself and like
You're
throw
a
the other end.
tabaxi. You rope.
Yeah, but I don't want to fall. I want to be able to snipey from the wall. Fine, I'll climb down and I'll help you.
Like you can climb down, grab the girl, and come back up. But
All right, yeah.
Rope
Kinda.
is still useful. You gotta be able to like haul like loads up and stuff. Or these weird humanoids with their like fleshy sausage fingers.
Can I
Or
actually,
tie
like-
people up, you know, I mean.
All right, and this Velociraptor is also going to scurry away down to the corner. Beatrix, you are up.
Alright, do you need any help there? Get it, you can take the girl down now. We can probably exit. Or, can I help?
Walker's thought is just, you know, until everything is dead down there, aside from allies, just keep her up out of the way, because you never know what else might come around the corner.
Alright, can I, like, give him a boost?
Probably.
He's too far up the wall for that. You do notice at this point, you see some of the hands and wranglers who are starting to show up sort of back at the gate and see what's happening.
so I'm kind of looking like a cat stuck in a tree.
So
Don't come in,
you might
undead.
be able to order the wranglers to do something, and maybe they can put up like a partition or something to help close up this gap if you want.
Alright, I will do that. I will be like, sirs, good sirs, there's a zombie ankylosaurus in here. We've got him to the other, you know, paddock, but this paddock is broken. Can you get to me a temporary wall or something?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Keep in mind, I'm only holding them for a minute.
18!
They listen to you and immediately kind of snap out, and you see one of them sort of scurry off, and another one, you know, moves in and starts, you know, rapidly like stringing some netting across. And as he does so, you hear him sort of gasp, and you see him point at something on the ground.
What is it?
Well, you'll have to walk over and take a look.
I will walk over and take a look. I don't see him on here, so.
Oh.
So what you do see as you move over there, behind one of the rocks, is a dead body and a leather satchel that is sort of splayed out on the ground, that's been buried under some of this rubble that looks like it happened when the wall collapsed.
All right, I will drag the dead body over to here.
Wait, so the wall collapsed on the body, or digging for something? Don't know yet.
You don't know. You're on a wall.
All right, so drag the dead body over here. Anybody have a good investigation skill?
I'm at 3.
All right, you're better than me. I can. Yeah, you're better than me, so you should probably search her body. Now
And-
that the situation seems to have simmered down.
And Thorn, give me your last climbing roll with advantage.
Right, athletics.
You can make it.
Wow.
That is you take a step, and one of your claws actually scritches down the wall, but Walker, being beside you, is able to sort of grasp you by the back of your neck and, like a mother cat, assist you. And with that 10, you just make it to the top of the wall and deposit the
Girl
child.
is screeching by now, probably.
She absolutely is, but it's half in terror, half in joy. And with that, the other wranglers have come in and managed to put some netting and sheeting across the wall in between the two, so everything looks like it is being held solid for now. So we are out of initiative order.
Excellent. I find out if there are any hands that are not doing the netting, and I send them off after the town guard and tell them to bring arrows.
And I'll cover these guys. Or I guess start picking them off, kill them, because they gotta be killed, right?
Well, that's what Walker's going to do with, now that the girl and Thorn are up on the wall, she's just going to move her 30 feet, however far she can move, and start taking pot shots at whatever's left down there.
Say, hold on, wait until we have the guards for more arrows and spears.
Yeah, we're just going to basically surround,
No, she's...
The wall will
we can kill him. We can get him pretty quick. I move my hunter's mark before it disappears so I can keep doing my damage.
Yeah, no,
you guys
she's not
managed
waiting
to do that, and yeah, you just managed to fusillade them with arrows as they are still hiding back in the back corner as Baka's
Well, the first time they take
spell
damage,
holds them
they're
back
no
there.
longer be frightened.
Yeah, but there's enough of a fusillade that I'm just going to hand wave that away.
Yeah, they were basically fish in a barrel at this point.
Yes.
Hollis kicks back and just curses them out until they drop dead.
And who's inspecting the body?
That would be me with a 9.
A 9. All right, so what you managed to find, you can see this is a dead woman, and you see that she looks like she was trampled, and you see as well in her hands there was a mangled spell scroll and a rectangular leather satchel on the ground beside her. But looking at the scroll, you can't figure out what it is. What would you like to do?
Since I do not understand what the scroll says, I just pick it up and hand it to Beatrix, who is behind me.
Steph's AFK right this second.
Okay, so I'll just move to the next action.
Hollis is just in case Hollis is a little bit suspicious of this. He's going to draw his rapier and keep the point of it on the dead body's throat, just in case it starts not being so dead.
And I'll give Orlo a hand and take a look as well.
I mean, I look
wow.
I look at Hollis. I mean, do you actually think this body could come back to life?
Watch me take no chances.
Okay, so I move forward and I put my hand on the head and I squeeze it as hard as I can.
And it pops and the eyes and brains sort of squish out like jelly, and there's one quick twitch, just a sort of muscle spasm, but then it lies flat again. And Winthrop, this scroll is just too badly damaged for you to make any sense of what it was. But you do notice on the satchel there is a small amount of what appears to be some kind of silvery blue paste smudged on it.
Huh. How do you recognize this?
What's that a roll for?
Give me an Arcana check.
What do I get for Arcana check 1?
Oh!
Nice.
You recognize it as some sort of poison that you think would be made by mixing a couple of ingredients that would be sort of found in the jungle, and that it's locally known as a drug called
Walker wants to have a quick look around to see if there's anything else, and if there's not, she wants to go and look after the girl because I gotta go.
All right. Yeah, you don't see anything else in the pen, but you do notice, and you hear the sound of heavy boots as 4 guards fan out to secure the area, and a tanned human male caps a metal flask, wipes his mouth with his sleeve, and stumbles past the contingent, and seems to take charge. So with that, yeah, we'll say goodnight to Tara, and
night,
we'll wrap this
guys.
up in a few minutes.
Good night.
See ya.
And this gentleman who caps his flask,
User disconnected from your channel.
looks around and just, well, what do we have going on here this morning? Looks like celebrations turned into something a little more sinister.
Oh, it's all drunk.
Olo, can you translate?
I think he's trying to speak.
I'm Inspector Wren.
Any history with Ren?
I'm sorry, what?
Would I know anything about him? Is he like a famously drunk inspector, or what did you say he was?
He is an inspector, and he is famously drunk. He's also famously intelligent and known for being very dependable. But he does drink, and nobody's actually sure if it's an act or not.
Okay. I'll quietly pass that on.
As a professional drinker, I would like to smell his breath and see if he's actually drunk.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Olfactory check.
Please don't fail me.
I can smell from here. He's drunk.
You definitely get the scent of alcohol off of him, but you're not quite sure if it's something he's been bathed in or something that he is drinking.
I just turn around, look at the guys, and I just shrug. Maybe.
So you got yourself a zombosaur infestation.
Zombinosaur.
We managed to help out.
Well, that's excellent. Aren't you guys just the heroes? Win the race, save the child. It's most impressive.
Now where's the girl? And then I'll walk over to my wife.
Aww.
And with that, he points towards the satchel and he goes, "What's in the bag?"
I don't know.
Is that the one with the poison?
Yeah.
Poison.
Yeah, we found it on that their body there.
Oh, and he leans over and you see him sort of rub this between his 2 fingers, and he sniffs and he goes, "Oh, Wanderlust. No, where are the poisons?" And you see him reach inside the satchel, and you see him at first look at something and then toss it over his shoulder, and it looks like it's a small jade figurine. And then you see a spell scroll, another one comes sort of flying out, and he keeps rooting around inside there, and he goes, "Ah, there you are, hidden. Yes, I find you." And he pulls out a couple of small vials. One that you see is
collects the stuff.
Silver. The other one's got a bluish sort of tint to it, and there's a small mortar and pestle that comes out as well.
You recognize the body here?
No, I've never seen that body before, but I have seen the poison. It's Wanderlust, which is very exotic and very, very illegal in town. They use it in tribal rites of passage. Very interesting.
What does it do?
Harvested from zombies?
Plants and frog people.
Wait, frog people are part of this?
Oh, the grungs.
Yes, you are correct. The grungs. You kill a grung to help make this stuff. It takes you on a trip through like astral space, apparently. The little gray cells get all discombobulated.
Oh, vivid colors. I mean,
Oh, really? Hollis's interest is peaked here. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Wait, you have to kill a human to make it.
Not a human.
No, you have to kill a grung, which is a frog person.
That's still a sentient being.
Oh, indeed, is horrifying.
Sentient frog, but.
And so Hollis, the statue you picked up, you can see it is a small jade idol. It's very well carved, but nothing, not a person you recognize offhand.
They threw a jade idol down. He threw something else down too.
A spell scroll. What was that?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'd love to.
I'm going to guidance you.
Ha! I don't even recognize words on this scroll.
Well, there are no words on this scroll. You open it up and you can see that there are no verbal components to the spell. It shows sort of movement and gesture and a picture of what looks like a drop of water.
Huh? Looks like some sort of dance recital instructions.
Huh? Strange.
So, and at this, Soggy Wren sort of looks over and goes, "Oh, as ice knife. There's no words. You don't need to speak. You just like flail your arms and boom, you get it."
That's a nice spell.
And now I hope I can count on your help in this future investigation. I know, and you see him, sort of stumble over, and he very quickly flashes a small harper signet under his collar, and just says, I trust that you have been able to, help us figure out what's been going on with these dinosaurs and poisoners, and maybe we'll get to speak to you again later. But for now, let us do some detective work and let our little gray cells figure this out. You go about your day.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. We're not going to be in town very long, though.
Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware of what the great heroes are doing. Everybody's a buzz about you. I will see you perhaps, I don't know, as a museum?
Oh,
Sure.
most likely, yes.
If our paths cross, they do.
Oh, we still need to pick that thing up from whatchamacallit, too. So it might not be tomorrow, it might be the day after tomorrow.
Well, we were gonna go back to Grandfather's Zatembe and go get our fortunes told.
And before you guys leave, the young girl runs up to Thorn and just says, "Please, thank you so much. Please have this. It's my dad's. It brings him good luck." And she hands you the staff that she was holding in her hands.
Oh, thank you. Is this really for me, or was it whose was this?
You saved me. You have it. You please take it.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Got your first ride on a tabaxi.
Cat person for life now.
Yep.
That's right.
So with that, do you guys want to head back to Grandfather's Zatembe's to get your fortune told before we wrap it up for the night?
Yay!
How is it going to be long? It's getting close to 10:30.
It will be very brief.
All right, sure. If it's very brief.
Teleport us over there.
Yeah, so you guys make your way back through the streets of Port Nyanzaru, and the crowds are streaming about and still cheering, but there are street sweepers out clearing up tickets, clearing away sort of trash and debris, and cleaning up after the dinosaurs themselves. And so you guys make your way all the way back to the Temple of Savras, which is
on a map. There we go.
on the map, right there. And when you go in, it is strangely quiet after all the noise that is going on outside. It just doesn't seem to even penetrate inside the temple here. And, you know, it's dark and it's a little bit cooler. And, you know, there's the refreshing sort of water pool. And as you make your way...
facility, yeah.
Yeah, it's very refreshing after the heat of the day. And you guys make your way in, and you see Grandfather Zatembe, who is, you know, just wiping down and clearing, cleaning everything up around, you know, the main sort of public area of the temple. And he sees you, and he sort of gravely looks at you and just says, "You are back. I have done as you requested, and I looked deep within my pool and scried after the soul monger with the gem. Let me tell you, I saw visions of a jungle city far to the south, enclosed by cliffs and crawling with snakes. It was long lost. The name has been forgotten by many. And I looked further, and I saw a giant black obelisk draped in vines. And then something looked back at me, and I heard laughter, and it was terrifying. And I lost the vision at that point. But that is where the soulmonger is.
Way to the south.
Far to the south of the peninsula.
Okay, so enclosed by cliffs, it's a jungle city, it's far to the south, crawling with snakes. I like Yuan-Ti for this.
And there was that rumor, a rumor about a Yuan-Ti city of ruins or something.
Yes,
that might be the same city.
How many Yuan-Ti cities do you think are out there?
Hundreds.
Thousands?
Billions.
Well, we had that rumor of a ruined Yuan-Ti city past a gorge somewhere.
Enclosed by mountains.
Just around, yeah.
And a Naga.
It's a lead.
Generous, which is a total trap.
Yeah, that's a trap.
Well, that is all the information I can give you at this point. I only wish you luck in your journey, and let me give you a small blessing and send you on your way. May the fortunes guide you safely from here to where you need to be to save everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Solid.
And with that, he sends you back out into the day, and you guys can head to the museum to meet up with your guide and to make sure that everything you ordered is in place, and that is where we will pick up. So it is still the afternoon of day 3.
Oh, and I will make sure to drop off that ticket to Bull.
Oh, you do so. That is very close by to where you are, so that is a very quick stop, and he is very pleased to get the ticket. He's like, "This will complete my collection." Oh, delightful.
Collection.
I'm questioning, hey Thorn, what's with that staff?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well. I've been holding on to it.
Yeah, and as you guys can sit and take a few minutes inside this temple, you can feel that it is a magical quarterstaff carved from some dark smooth wood decorated with sort of inlaid feathers, but it is a +1 quarterstaff.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
We have a new monk among us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest he use it, because he can use it two-handed to make attacks and then let go a hand.
And then he can use it to help him stand up when he's, gets drunk.
And also, when I'm drunk, you could probably see me stand on that staff. Maybe not vertically.
All right. Well,
And
I give Olo a bow and hand it to him then.
Oh, wonderful. So all told, you guys today earned 600 experience.
Oh. Mainly in the form of animal handling.
So that puts me up to 1415 if I don't miss my guess. And that is almost certainly level 3.
For those of us who are doing meat grinder, or at least I did.
Those of you.
What was that again? I can't remember. I took it though.
It's an extra 10%. Right.
Oh, right.
So that's an extra 60.
And you each will be getting 125 gold pieces.
Oh, thank God.
Plus your individual race winnings.
That's not bad. I spent 55 and I made 200.
I came out even.
I lost it all.
I'm up 200 gold.
Dear, I get some money.
Yep.
I
The
museum. I betted $25. I won $25. Yeah, there's my luck.
You're even, Steven.
There we go.
Yeah, same. I bet 15. I won 15. Now I have enough money to bet more.
The more you spend, the more you...
So, was this a
Ma,
hardcover?
We're going out. Let's go gambling.
Don't encourage her. I need to kind of see some money too.
So what you guys just completed is a day at the races.
Reference to the Marx Brothers movie.
Yeah. DDAL07-03.
Is that a 2 or 4 hour mod?
2 hour.
Okay, so that's 5 downtime days then.
Yep, 5 downtime days.
What should we be at for total downtime?
25.
I gotta actually fill out my sheet, so I'll probably bug you later, Lauren.
Right there.
And you have 2 story awards for the next year. And I'll put up a list of all the story awards you guys have. Okay. But you have for the next year, you can find lodging for free in any one of the Tariki Anchorage's fine flea-bitten establishments, maintaining a poor lifestyle for up to 30 days. But because you won the race, that such a fine victory means only one thing. You are now treated to the finest modest accommodations to be found in the city for free, maintaining a modest lifestyle for up to 30 days.
Nice.
Nice. Not that we exactly need it because we're just living with his parents, but hey.
So wait, this means if we were to spend modest downtime, we would get to not spend downtime costs while in the city.
That is correct.
To the trading rooms.
Oh.
We don't exactly have time for downtime right now.
To be fair, any downtime our characters spend doesn't count for progression of time. It's suspension of disbelief here.
Yeah, it happens.
Quite a bit of
it happens outside the countdown.
And now I have second level spells.
I'm going to buy out. I will. First next week is Thanksgiving for me. I might be able to drop in later in the day. We'll see.
Oh yeah, is everyone else Canadian?
Yes.
Right,
eh?
Oh yeah, eh?
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that Minnesota?
I guess. I am American in reality.
Look, take it up with Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. I didn't invent that.
Yeah, they did.
They purposely invented that because the whatever regulatory board said that the Kids in a Hall did not have enough Canadian content, and they specifically needed like needed 2 minutes and 57 seconds more Canadian content. So they invented Doug and Bob McKenzie, and each one of the original skits was exactly that length.
Well, yeah, it was like the difference between like American commercial length and Canadian commercial length on not the CBC, or was it the CBC?
City TV?
City.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, they were playing less commercials, so they needed that length, and I think it was something like they were like, well, how much more Canadian? We are Canadian content, and they're like, no, not Canadian enough. And they're like, do you want us to be like sit around in toques drinking beer and like, you know, talking about hockey? And they're like, yeah, kind of. So they did that.
So what's the plan next week?
Playing as usual.
No.
Okay.
I'll keep my schedule free for this day every day. Well, every week. Sorry.
Goody.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we will turn off the channel. Have a nice night, folks, and catch us next week.
Good night, everyone.
Later.
Thank you. Have a good night.